You already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? Now, listen, man. You could tap in and you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Now, you already know time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G. I know they got you out here chasing the bag, chasing that money and chasing that paper, stacking that cheese, that cheddar, and that mozzarella. But always keep it in the front of your mental Rolodex that time and energy are the highest forms of currency, my G's, at all times. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now, big salute to all my day one investors, everybody that's highly invested in the channel, everybody that understands that we are growing this channel organically, constant elevation. Yeah, we on our way to the top, well over 50,000 subscribers, and we on our way to 60K, all right? Even bigger salute to all my newcomers, all my new subscribers, all my new investors, everybody that's making their way to the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, do me a favor, my G's, all right? Wipe off your feet before you step into the big house. You understand me? Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You know how I'm giving it up, and you absolutely know how I'm putting it down, my G's, all right? Now, listen, man. You know, I got a lot of people in the DM right now. Yo, GMB TV, what's your perspective on the whole situation with ICE agents in the airports? What's your thought process, GMB TV, with the whole situation with the ICE agents in the airports? And I gotta say, man, it is absolutely nasty work, my G's. When you look at this situation with these ICE agents, you know, Donald Trump, TSA, these airports, it's nasty work what's going on. And again, we already know they're going to do everything right in front of our faces. They're not going to hide it, but they're going to disguise it in plain view and in clear sight. They're going to put it right there for you to see it if you want to see it. All right. Now, there is a government shutdown that everybody, oh, the government is being shut down as we speak. Government shutdown. And when the government shuts down, for some reason, government employees are not being paid. They're not receiving a paycheck. They're expected to go to work and not get paid. All right. And, you know, instead of paying the TSA agents, instead of paying the government workers that check your bag, check your ID, the TSA people, they're going to pay ICE to go into the airports and do what exactly? All right. Now, one thing for sure, two things for certain. You got to know they shadow banning the channel. They trying to muffle the message. It's something about Grown Man Business TV that rubbed the higher ups and the elites the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if I'm talking about celebrities. It don't matter if I'm cleaning my pool, or it don't matter if I'm exposing the smoke and mirrors of this industry. It's something about just the name, the title, Grown Man Business, that's going to rub them the wrong way. Because for a long time, they've been trying to eliminate grown men. They've been trying to eliminate the grown man business that's engraved in the fabric of American soil, of American politics, of just American culture as a whole. All right. And I wanted to throw that out there so you can kind of understand why the numbers ain't looking the same, why the numbers is going down, why the numbers are dwindling. It ain't because the content ain't pure. It ain't because y'all ain't here. Like, even right now, they ain't sending the notifications out. They want you to be talking about Jay-Z doing an interview. They don't want you focusing or paying attention on exactly what's going on when it comes to these ICE agents. Because we're going to talk about that tonight. And I wouldn't care if it was one person in the chat. We're going to have this conversation. But just keep it in front of your mental Rolodex. Anytime you get online or you get on YouTube, you hop into these YouTube streets, understand that Grown Man Business, just the title. They don't, you know, they fear grown men. Because when it comes down to what grown men do, you might be held accountable for your actions. A grown man might show retribution. A grown man might, give you some payback. But you ain't got to worry about these these celebrity bloggers. You ain't got to worry about a Mano. You ain't got to worry about a Jay-Z. You ain't got to worry about a Saucy Santana. You ain't got to worry about a Little Nas X. You ain't gonna be no accountability held when you got dudes like that posing as men. All right. So one thing for sure, two things for certain. I wanted to get that out there. The channel was called Grown Man Business TV. And when they peep what we doing over here, they understand that this ain't just a title. Oh, that's a grown ass man that's standing on grown man business. All right? You in the right place if you in here. Big salute to the chat. We gonna get right into this. We not staying long. But this TSA situation is nasty work. It's nasty work. And you gotta know something, man. It's about to get deep. We're going to have a conversation. Big salute to the chat. You already know, before I give you this pure dope straight off the brick into the bottles, right? Before I do this, I got to do some customizations to the chat. Yeah, it is what it is, but the higher ups and the elites are playing chess at the highest level. They always trying to muffle the message. The higher ups and the elites are always trying to shadow ban the channel. Yeah. The higher ups and the elites understand that Grown Man Business TV is an absolute threat to the establishment. And not only am I a threat to the establishment, but the revolution will be televised right here in these YouTube streets. Yeah, the purest dope in these YouTube streets right here. So we're going to do some customizations to the chat and we're going to get right into this. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there. Big salute to the chat. You know, even me, just having a good time in my backyard, cleaning my pool area, cleaning off my deck, at my home. That's grown man business. If you don't know it, if you know it or not, they don't even want me showing y'all that. They would rather me show y'all, partying at the club, popping bottles, getting drunk, chasing models, doing this and doing that. They would really rather me show you that than to show you a pool in my backyard and me just enjoying the sunlight, you know what I'm saying, doing what grown men do. All right, so I needed to get that out there because there's a lot of people in the DMs like, yo, GMB TV, your numbers is moving down. What's going on? You're declining. And you got to understand something, right? When you talking like this, it's only a matter of time before they start adjusting the numbers. It's only a matter of time before they really start, targeting the channel. And you start seeing the effects of that. You start seeing the effects of the words that you spew when you're not a part of that. This ain't celebrity gossip. We're not talking about Mano or Jimmy Jones. We're not really doing that over here. So you just keep it in the front of your mental. I don't do this for the numbers. We built the numbers up organically. If it's one person in the chat, I'm going to deliver these downloads and I'm going to deliver this pure dope to that one person in the chat. Just so happened we have grown this platform to damn near 60,000 subscribers. Just so happened, organically. Is what it is and it'll be what it's going to be. Do what you're supposed to do when you come in here. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, they ain't even sending my notifications out. I ain't tripping though. We going to rock out. We going to do what we do. All right? Y'all know what to do. Y'all know how to move, man. Y'all see that right there at the bottom of the chat. You see that right there. It's right there at the bottom of the chat. Before you get in here with your Twitter fingers, doing your Twittering with your Twitter fingers, letting your Twitter fingers fly in the comment section, doing the Twittering with your Twitter fingers and all the Twittering like you like to do in the comment section with your Twitter fingers, letting your Twitter fingers do the Twittering. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure your notification bells are ringing loud and clear every time you step foot in the Realest channel on YouTube. Yours truly, Grown Man Business TV, is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, all right? Now let's get right into this. Donald Trump has issued ICE agents to invade the airports all across America. Okay, now it's a lot of traveling going on right now. You got spring break. You got a lot of people that's moving around, traveling for work, traveling for family, traveling for pleasure, vacations. And, ICE agents are greeting you as you walk into the airport. When you go to drop off your bag, when you go to get through the TSA, you got armed ICE agents greeting you. Okay. Now, when it comes to the American government, it's really redundant. This is something they've been doing our whole lives, where they present a problem, they create a problem just to inflict their will on the American people, just to push their narrative, just to push their agenda, just to get what they're trying to do across. They will create a problem. They will create an issue to inflict their will. Okay, now what do you mean by that, GMB TV? Let's start right here. Government shutdown. There is no such thing as a government shutdown. There is no such thing. Salute to everybody that's 35 and up in the chat. You know, think about when we was young. There was never talks about a government shutdown. There was never a such thing as an American where we looked at the TV and they was telling us that our government that we fund, that we pay tax-paying dollars into this government, trillions of tax-paying dollars, has shut down. All right? That was never something that existed, right? But they now create about the government shutdown has begun. And everybody just goes along with the flow. Nobody even questions why the damn government is shut down. It's a government shutdown. We're still paying taxes. You paying taxes at the gas pump. You paying taxes at the grocery store. You paying taxes at your job. They still taxing you, but the government is shut down. So don't that mean that we don't need to be getting taxed until y'all open the government back up? How is the government shut down and we still being taxed every time we spend money? So the government is still taking our fucking money, but it's shut down at the same time. And nobody says anything. Nobody presses a line. Nobody's outraged. We just go along with it. And not only are they still taxing us and taking our money, they have now stopped paying the TSA workers. TSA workers at these airports are suffering because of a government shutdown. They are not being paid. I mean, but it get wicked, and it's always deep in the rap, right? Because the government is still shut down. We're not going to pay the TSA workers, but we are going to take $180 billion government funding, paying ICE agents to go in there and do what exactly? They are not trained TSA workers. They don't know how to type on a computer. They got a big ass bulletproof vest on. Oh, the TSA agents aren't here. So we're going to use ICE agents to help everybody move along. We don't need help to move the line forward. We don't need, what the fuck are you really going to help us do? So I wanted to start there. This whole government shutdown situation they keep popping up with. The government shut down, but they still building that big ass ballroom on the paying taxes. Everything that takes our money, everything that takes our currency, right, is running and is working like a well-oiled machine. This is why my numbers ain't being sent out. Talk like this. Government shutdown. Okay? So why are they moving like this? Well, you got to understand something, right? Let's get into this. And I want to say this before we go any further, right? It don't even matter, because one thing for sure and two things for certain, I kept the receipts. I don't go nowhere without the receipts. I don't go live without the receipts. I won't even step out the front door without the receipts in my back pocket. So we're going to get into some receipts, 100%. But I want to break this thing down in my voice. I want to give y'all the pure dope. I want to give y'all some context. Government shutdown. We should actually be taking them to war, treason on American soil and against the American people. We should absolutely be going to war on American soil behind this type of treason. But hey, Hey, they got us in a figure four. I ain't gonna lie to you. They got the American people in a chokehold, brainwashed. Yeah, I'm talking MLK Ultra, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, MK Ultra, whatever it is they've been doing, it's working. Because they can lie right to our face and we'll stay right in motion. We'll stay right in a rat race. We won't even bust a move. We won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. Okay? Government shutdown is now affecting TSA workers at airports. ICE agents have stepped in. Now, the ICE agents was just out there, arresting and deporting Mexicans and Latinos all over America. After they got done doing that, they went out there to Minnesota. They got the arresting and yeah, they went to war with them Somalians out there in Minnesota over that, that fraudulent activity they got going on out there. Yeah, stealing money. Right? All to protect the tax-paying dollar. All to protect Americans. They was out there in Minnesota. Now, they ain't really got nothing to do. They ain't really got nothing to do. So, hey, send them to the airport where they can arrest more people. Where they can detain more people. That's all they're going to do is detain people at the airport. But see, this is where it gets deep at. This is where it gets real at. This is why Epstein is in the title and in the thumbnail. That's why he's still there. Always notice when I put Epstein in that thumbnail, he got something to do with this. Okay? We're going to get back to the TSA agents, but I want to just scratch the surface. For a long time, they've been able to kidnap babies, kidnap women, kidnap American citizens as a whole. They was doing it, putting them on milk cartons, missing people, missing person, blah, blah, blah. And they've been doing it behind closed doors. Epstein files come out. People are starting to wake up to the games and to the things that these elites have been doing for all of these years. People are starting to press a line. People are starting to say something. People want to see them files. But see, regardless on how wicked it's getting, they still have an appetite for babies, missing people. They still have an appetite for the activities that they've been playing in for all these years. You think just because Epstein Island is no longer Epstein's Island, that they don't still have an appetite? So a lot of those Mexicans and a lot of those Latinos that they was deporting, they never deported them. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh, yeah, you remember when they said they needed to deport the illegal immigrants, and they were sending these illegal immigrants to Alligator Alcatraz out there in Florida, undisclosed areas that we don't know nothing about. They've been sending these illegal immigrants over there to these places in America. Now, think about this. You think they really flying all of these illegal immigrants back to their country? You think they really putting every illegal immigrant that they detain, they sending them back to their country? Oh, hell no. Oh, no. The majority of them never make it back to their country. Oh, the majority of them are being used for the same activities that was going down over there on Epstein's Island. These elites still have an appetite. They're still cannibals. They're still reptilians. They still have to feed. And with the American people waking up, asking about the Epstein files, keeping an eye open for those white vans parked on the corner, With the American people at high alert, it is not easy just, kidnapping people walking down the street anymore. It is not easy just pulling up to a bus stop and grabbing a couple of babies and driving off. It ain't easy to do that. It's a lot of cell phones around. Yeah, it's a lot of cameras around. It's a lot of adults that are on edge, that have weapons that will chase your van down. Okay? So now these illegal immigrants, y'all on the chopping block. Oh, yes. Oh, ICE agents are just, hunters. You illegal immigrants are on the menu because, again, these reptilians got to still eat. Okay, they got done with the Latinos and the Mexicans. Now we out there in Minnesota. Oh, yes. How many Somalians you think they scooped up? Okay? While they was scooping up Somalians, how many more Mexicans and illegal immigrants they've been scooping up behind closed doors, taking them to these undisclosed areas? Not only are they still cannibals, but they also still like to engage in, sexual assault, rape, child porn, etc. They still need to be able to do these things. Airports. They're gonna get a lot of y'all going through these TSA lines that you might not supposed to be here. You might are supposed to be here. And they're gonna violate. And I'm gonna tell you something. As Americans, especially with the dog fur, we are at a point in American history where it's time for y'all to react. Like, do something. Like the same way that dog fur ran up in that Capitol building is the same way the dog fur need to run down on one of these. Yeah. The same way y'all whip out and y'all was chasing black people and all, the same aggression y'all was using towards that Capitol building or towards black people, y'all need to redirect that energy towards those agents. And I'm talking directly to the dog fur. It's your time to shine. We're going to get deeper into that, but I wanted to give y'all some context. I really wanted to open your mind before we get into these receipts. I want you to understand that these ICE agents are only here to kidnap and detain, to put your ass on the menu. You might become food, my G. Yeah, they like to eat. You might become you might become a sex slave or something like that. Yeah. Or whatever little kinky games that they like to play after they get you off the grid, after you become a missing person. These ICE agents are not showing their badge. They're not showing the ID. You don't know who these people are. You don't know where they're taking you. It's a reason for that. And I would suggest that if you get approached by an ICE agent and you are being detained, you might want to do something about that. You might want to turn up. Yeah, because if you don't turn up, you're going to end up turning up. Yeah, you're going to be on a plate. You're going to be on a Big Mac. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're going to be a Whopper Junior. Huh? You want to be a quarter pounder? Huh? You want to be in a soft taco at Taco Bell? Huh? Huh? What, you want to be a Baconator? Put your ass out there in Wendy's, have you on a Baconator. Yeah, have you on buns and all of that. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, we're going to get into these receipts. But I wouldn't dare let no ICE agent take nobody that's with me. Yeah, I'm going to wild out in that airport. It's going to turn up. Yeah, and I'm good with, yeah, I'm going to make you do something in this airport before you get me in the back of one of these cars to an undisclosed area. Yeah, you want to be a double quarter pounder with cheese? Get your ass in the car with one of them ICE agents. Yeah, for real. I ain't bullshitting with you. Big salute to the chat, man. I ain't worried about the numbers. We gonna do whatever we want to do. But I love the fact that every now and then the numbers go up, they go down. It let me know that they still watching. It let me know that y'all paying attention. I know you see me, and I'm gonna make you love it. I'm gonna make you love it. I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. I'm gonna make you love this. Yeah. Let's get into this receipt right here. Big salute to the chat, Mr. Universe. I'm glad I got some wrenches in here. They playing with the numbers. Talk to the people. Look.
Able to pay for their cars, gas, childcare, or rent due to the shutdown. It's making it so they can't even afford to come to work right now, which of course they haven't been getting paid for more than a month. That's why President Trump decided to send hundreds of ICE officers into the airports that are greatly impacted, like here in Atlanta. Mayor Andre Dickens says those officers are meant to help with crowd control and line management. They are not supposed to conduct any immigration enforcement. We have seen a handful of them already here this morning. And travelers we spoke to say they feel for the TSA agents, but they also feel like this is even worse than they were expecting.
I'm not sure if there's any MAGA patriots left in the country, but if you're looking at what Trump and ICE are doing in these airports and this Gestapo-like military, private, secret police where cops can come up and arrest you and they don't have to show a badge, they don't have to show any credentials, you don't even have to know if they're a cop or not. Like, how long before people just realize that they can just put on some type of uniform and have some type of fake badge, and they can just literally come into a town, go into an airport, go in anywhere, and they can arrest, they can grab. Do you know how easy it's going to be for traffickers and kidnappers now in America to operate? Because they're going to be able to come into facilities, they're going to be able to come in unmarked vehicles, go into anywhere, pull out handcuffs, arrest somebody, make an arrest claiming to be ICE, and they can just take off. And we're now going to see people being able to be kidnapped because cartels are going to be dressed as fake ICE officers, and they don't have to show any badges. And then take that a step farther, and then how do you think this plays out for America when somebody like Gavin Newsom's back in office? Just ask yourself that question. How do you think this plays out for America? Because we're going to be voting for Gavin Newsom, I have a feeling. Because if it's Trump or the Republicans and Gavin Newsom promises to put these scumbags in prison, I'll vote for Gavin Newsom. If he plans to arrest the Trump administration and put these assholes in prison, I will vote for him. So look at this video, and then how do you think this works when Democrats have this power and it's turned against all Republicans? Drop some comments below. Let me know what you think.
What's your name? Show the badge. Where's the badge?
Where's your badge?
Can someone call 911? Where's your badge? Can I see? Let me see your badge. Okay. Can I see your badge? I don't know if that's legitimate. Can I see your badge number, sir? What is your name? What is your name? Where's your badge number? I'm asking for your badge number, sir. What is your badge number? What is your badge number? We need to see your badge number. Show your badge number. This is an illegal arrest. Show the badge number.
Okay, we'll wait.
I need to see your badge number.
Step back.
I don't know who you are. You could be someone kidnapping us.
We should call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
Do y'all see this? Breaking. Due to underage girls testing positive for pregnancy at multiple ICE detention facilities, ICE plans to relocate all underage female detainees to an undisclosed island for safeguarding. Is this real? Like, what?
Yeah, they don't have badge numbers. Yeah, they got an order for Chipotle. That lady that they just arrested, your ass is gonna be in the Chipotle burrito. Yeah, a beef bowl. Yeah, at Chipotle is where they about to take you. That's why they can't show no badges. Yeah, your ass is gonna be in a burrito. They about to wrap your ass up. I told you, don't let them put handcuffs on you. Yeah, don't let them detain you. Okay? That Mexican lady ass is gonna be in a Chipotle burrito, yeah, with some guacamole and some sour cream and extra onions and some yeah, it is what it is. But not only that, young girls and women are coming up pregnant at these immigration detention centers. Imagine that. Imagine that. You got these detention centers for immigration with all of these different type of women in there. They just filling them up with women. And you got these ICE agents. Yeah. Yeah, and not only are they coming up pregnant, but they're taking these pregnant women to a undisclosed private island to be watched over. To be watched over. Let me give you the real scoop on this. They in there knocking them, they in there doing what they want to do with those immigrants. The same way the slave master used to go into the slave quarters and have his way with the female slaves is the same way these ICE agents is going into these detention centers and having their way with these detainees. And not only are they having their way, but they impregnating these girls as well. But see, they don't want to get rid of the babies. They don't want these girls to get pregnant and then them get rid of the baby. Oh no, they're gonna take them to another island. You see that? They're going to another island, something like Epstein Island, where they can have these babies. Have these babies off the grid to feed the beast. That's what's going on right now. That's what's going on with ICE. Oh, it ain't got nothing to do with protecting the American people. It ain't got nothing to do with illegal immigrants. It ain't got nothing to do with crossing the border. And it got everything to do. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Get deeper, get wicked. And it's always deeper than rap. You think they not in those detention centers having their way with those immigrant women and girls? You think they ain't in those detention centers where there is no camera, there is no supervision, there is no law, doing the same things they was doing on Epstein's Island? While everybody's looking at Iran, they on American soil scraping and yeah, they listen, let me tell you something. For 100 years, it's been real easy. Kidnap you, put your ass on the back of a milk carton, game over. Kidnap you, put your ass on Unsolved Mysteries, game over. Yeah, I'm old. Y'all youngsters might not remember the show called Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah, a lot of people that was on Epstein's Island, we saw their ass on Unsolved Mysteries. Yeah. Used to come on a TV show. It used to come on Lifetime in Virginia. Channel 9. It was Channel 9. That was Lifetime. It was the Golden Girls, and it was Unsolved Mysteries. Okay? So we're going to get deeper into this, but I just wanted to scratch the surface and give y'all some context. These ICE agents are now in the airport, not because of a shortage of TSA workers, but because they need a new playing ground. They need a new area to find detainees. And they know a lot of y'all is going to be at these airports trying to travel. It's a lot of y'all illegal immigrants that have legal identification that allows you to travel around America. And again, just my suggestion. We are not in a time, is nobody going to march for you. This is not Martin Luther King. This is not the civil rights movement. We are way past that. This is not the time to be crying and shedding tears and in X, Y, and Z. You either gonna fight back, you gonna get down and lay down. And I guarantee you that if you lay down, your ass is gonna stay down. Guaranteed. If you let them put those handcuffs on your ass, you're gonna end up in a Chipotle beef bowl. Yeah, extra guacamole and extra goddamn sour. Yeah, listen to me. Your ass is gonna end up in a hard shell taco, a quesadilla. Yeah, beef burrito. Your ass gonna be a beef burrito at Taco Bell by the time they get done with you. Yeah, they rushing right now. They gonna take your ass to one of these detention centers. Yeah, you gonna be a sex slave. You gonna be a prostitute. You gonna be a goddamn human trafficking, and your ass gonna be a steak burrito. They 3 for 1 in your ass now. It ain't like back in the day. Yeah, they 3 for 1 in your ass. Yeah, they gonna take you to the detention center, and you gonna be a call girl for about 2 weeks. They gonna be busting your back out for about 2 weeks. Then they gonna take your ass to one of those facilities out there in Arizona, and you gonna get human trafficked over there. So it's gonna be 3 for 1. And then they gonna put your ass in a goddamn Chipotle beef burrito, and they gonna twist your ass up, and they gonna sell you by the pound. Goddamn it, yeah. I want you to know that in case one of those ICE agents approach you. You need to hear when one of those ICE agents walk up to you, you need to hear my voice loud and clear. Yeah. Grown Man Business TV said it's time to go to war. Your ass better go to war, or your ass going to goddamn Chipotle. Where you want to go? Yeah, you going one of them. You listen. Your ass going somewhere. Me, I'd rather go to war. I be goddamn if you chop me up like a goddamn, a Cornish hen. Yeah. Black people, if you're too dark, they probably, they gonna cut your ass up like a Cornish hen, put you in the goddamn public, rotisserie gold your ass and spinning your ass around with the juices dripping all off you. You ever had a Cornish hen? I don't know what kind of meat. I don't want it. I ain't eating no motherfucking Cornish hen, bitch. I ain't never seen a Cornish hen. I don't want, no. Yeah. Your ass gonna be a, yeah. If you got the melanin like this, your ass gonna be a Cornish hen. I'm just saying respectfully. I'm trying to be cool about this. This ain't the time. You better go to war or get ready for what they about to, they about to take your ass to Alligator Alcatraz. Oh, they gonna have their way with you. They gonna beat you up. They gonna eat you. They gonna skeet you. Then they gonna take you over there to goddamn Arizona, and they gonna chop suey your ass. You gonna be rib tips next time I see you. Your ass gonna be 4 wings and rice. Yeah. They gonna have your beef and broccoli. Yeah, they gonna sell your ass the wonton. Your ass gonna be beef and broccoli. Yeah. They gonna chop your motherfucking ass up. Yeah, gonna be beef and broccoli. Yeah. They gonna have you that motherfucker steaming. Okay, let's get back serious. Big salute to the chat. Let's go to another receipt. We got to talk about this. I want everybody to look at this, and then we're gonna talk about this. These reptilians still got to eat. They still got to engage in these Epstein Island games. Okay? I don't care what they tell you. It don't just go away like that. It ain't something you just go cold turkey. You can't go cold turkey off the cannibalism. When you've been taken and you've been having your way at that Epstein Island, it ain't something that you just go cold turkey. You don't just go get a girlfriend and be anonymous, monogamous with your girlfriend and be a good man. No, it don't work like that. Let's look at something that's going on in these airports, and then we gonna switch lanes. All right, but I wanted to give y'all that first. Just because I know the higher ups and the elites, I know y'all watching. I want y'all to know that we know. We know. And I'm gonna tell you something. If black people was on the menu, we'll be in that airport rumbling. Ain't nobody getting out of here today. Your ass you better stick with the Mexicans and you better stick with them people. Your ass better stick with goddamn Spanish rice and beans. Yeah. You better keep look. Spanish rice and beans. Get you some Goya. Cause as soon as you get to messing with the soul food, we gonna rumble in that airport. I wouldn't let you touch it. You grab a black woman, we gonna rumble in there. Yes, better stick with the Spanish rice and beans. Chipotle, Taco Bell. Soft tacos, quesadillas, and tortillas, and quesadillas, tortillas, salsa, Goya. Let's get into the receipt. Look.
Like New York, Atlanta. But check the playbook. Page 159 of the mandate for leadership explicitly calls for privatizing the TSA to save money and, crucially, to deunionize the workforce. They are using this shutdown to prove TSA doesn't work so they can replace it for good. The most staggering part about this is the second time in the last 12 months that TSA agents have been forced to work for $0. After the record-breaking 43-day shutdown last fall, these families are back at food banks while still being required to show up at a checkpoint. Meanwhile, ICE agents that are standing next to them right now, they're getting paid. Thanks to a specific $170 billion war chest passed last summer, ICE checks are flowing while TSA's budget is frozen. As of this morning, Border Czar Tom Homan has confirmed ICE is on the ground at 14 major hubs. If you're flying through JFK, Atlanta, Chicago, Newark, Phoenix Sky Harbor, or Houston Bush, you've already started seeing them. Homan says they're just there to move lines by guarding exits and checking IDs, freeing up unpaid TSA agents to actually do their screening. But Americans don't trust them. Remember the Abolish the TSA Act that failed in the Senate? It was supposed to hand your security over to private corporations. Since the law didn't pass, the administration is using the power of the purse as a backdoor. By starving the TSA while keeping ICE fully funded, they've created a manufactured vacuum. Now they're filling it with ICE agents, the very force multiplier Project 2025 advocates for. The goal is to make the wait time so painful that travelers will actually beg for privatization. But remember, this isn't just about shorter lines. It's about a permanent shift towards a private, non-unionized security police by an agency with a very different mandate. Next time you see that ICE patch at a checkpoint, know that you're not just a passenger. You're a data point and a very specific plan. I do think this is a dangerous step towards a police state at the airport. Stay safe out there if you're traveling today. We live in a wild world.
Now, that was deep right there, and I want to speak to that, right? Again, the government can't be shut down if we're still funding it. So that right there is already nasty work, right? But now they're starving out TSA workers to replace them with ICE agents. And see, what you got to understand is everything they do when it comes to the American people, it has to be spoon-fed. Spoon feed. You got to spoon feed the American people, because if you rush, then we feel and we start to believe that you're trying to become a dictatorship. You're trying to become a king, and we'll rebel against that. But if you slowly feed us the BS, in due time, we'll accept it, right? So government shutdown. They're not paying TSA workers, but they have $175 billion war chest fund for ICE agents. So ICE agents are being paid from the same government that's shut down. The same government that's shut down is paying the ICE agents, but we don't have the money to pay TSA workers, right? And slowly but surely, we all going to start seeing these ICE agents in these airports. And slowly but surely, it will become a normal thing. For the most part, the ICE agents are not going to harass us. They might ask us for ID. We give it to them. They go about their way. We get on our flights. We go about our way. In no time, it will be a normal thing. And what you got to understand is they want it to become normal for armed police, armed ICE agents to be in all airports and for there to no longer be TSA workers. So in due time, the TSA job will be obsolete. It will be no longer. And when you go into airports, you will be dealing with armed security, police, ICE agents, whatever, and that will be the normal thing. They just moving them in right now, and in due time, they will begin to train them, and those will be the people that you give your ID to. Those will be the people that you engage with when you go through TSA. Armed civilians, a police state. It's the same way like with 9/11. A lot of y'all don't remember 9/11, but after 9/11, they implemented the whole take off your shoes at the airport, going through these very strict security checkpoints at the TSA. Before that, you could get onto a plane with all kind of shit. They didn't have to spoon feed us that because 9/11 was such a huge event. We accepted it with open arms. We were so scared of the terrorists that we accepted that change in regime. We accepted that new, security with open arms. This is a situation where ICE is going to be put in place of the TSA workers. And again, remember, the government is shut down, but that ballroom is still being built. They're still taxing us, and TSA is still getting their money. So is the government shut down or is it not? It is absolutely not. There is no such thing as a government shutdown. No such thing. All right? It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, I want to kind of transfer into a whole nother angle with this, right? We're gonna stay right here, but I'm gonna speak to the whole situation with Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, because I don't like the way things are going on American soil, but I'm so happy that it's a Donald Trump in office. I'm so happy that it's a dog fur having person as the face of this. And we're going to talk more about that. I am ecstatic because there's a lot of people in my DM like, yo, you was vouching for Donald Trump. Even my old lady, you was vouching for Donald Trump. Yes, for this exact reason. And we're going to talk about that. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. Oh, I'm smarter. I'm wise beyond my years. And I play chess. I literally have a chessboard in every room of my house. My daughter got a chessboard in her room. It's literally chessboards in every room of my house. I play chess for real. And this was a strategic chess move for Trump to be in office and not Kamala Dick Harris. And we're going to talk about that. Big salute to the chat. Let's get into one more receipt. Let me see. Let's get into one more. I'm going to play this receipt right here. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. What is it? Protest, boom, boom, boom. Let's look at this right here. Let's let this young lady talk a little more. Look!
133 of Project 2025 told y'all that there was going to be ICE agents in the airports, but nobody bothered to read it. Nobody bothered to listen when we told y'all what was in Project 2025. It's called a mandate for leadership, a document written before this administration took office, a literal playbook, a play-by-play, a handbook, a manual.
What if instead of designing thumbnails, you could...
It calls for the Transportation Security Administration, the TSA, to be privatized. Not reformed, not reconstructed, privatized. What that means is right now, TSA employees are federal employees. They have unions to protect them. They have federal accountability standards. They operate under public law. The moment that you privatize that, you lose control over who is screening American travelers. And that control gets handed to a private contractor. A private contractor who answers to profit, not to you. So if TSA is being hollowed out and ICE agents are showing up in airports, Who is filling in that security vacuum? And what exactly are they there to do? Because ICE's mandate is to enforce immigration, not aviation security. What we're seeing is mission creep into civilian infrastructure for travelers. And it's happening at the same time that the document that's guiding this administration is calling for the agency designed to secure those places to be handed over to private corporations. This is not a conspiracy. This was the plan. It was written down. It was planned out. It was published, and now it's being executed. They told y'all they were going to do this, and that's exactly what they're doing.
TSA is
Again, they put it right in plain sight. And exactly, salute to JP. Yo, get them likes up when y'all in here, man. You know what I mean? Late night live stream, we tapped in. Hit that like button, man. For sure. I don't want to have to, I'm going to say it, but I don't want to have to. Tap the screen twice. Don't be a hater your whole life. If you come in here and you don't hit the like button, you a natural blonde hater. The like button is free. It don't take you 1 second to tap the screen twice so I could get that like. And for some reason, you can't use your little pinkies or your little thumbs to hit that screen twice. You got some, you play in the background and shit. You try and remix the content. You got some hate in your goddamn blood. It's hate in your blood if you don't hit that motherfucking like button, respectfully. All right? Now, again, she said it, I couldn't have said it any better. TSA, they write this down, they publish it, they put it out there, Area 25 and blah, 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 and this the project 2025, and nobody wants to believe it. They call it conspiracy, and then the higher-ups and the elites run the play right in front of your face, and then y'all act like y'all ain't know it was going to happen, and y'all act surprised. And we get up here and we tell y'all, yo, this is coming. Yo, keep your head on a swivel. And as soon as they goddamn run down on you, now all of a sudden you're crying, you're doing your little TikTok videos and all that. And everybody that been awoke, everybody that's awake, everybody that can see through the smoke and mirrors, we are not surprised. I knew this was coming. Now, I ain't going to say I knew exactly what they was going to do, but I told y'all there was no salvaging the Matrix. There was no saving America. So I knew this was coming. And that's why I told everybody that Trump needed to be in office. Not because I ride with Trump or I ride with the Democrats I understand that both wings fly the same bird. I understand that one hand washed the other and both hands washed the face. So I ain't never was a Democrat or Republican. But what I did see very clearly is what they tried to do with Kamala Harris. Now, all I'm going to say is this, it ain't a black woman in American history that washed her collard greens in a bathtub. Yeah, it ain't no black woman ever did that. So Kamala Harris ain't black. She's Jamaican and South Asian. Don't quote me. But she's not black. But what they tried to do, and I want all black women that fall under my voice, that are listening to me, I want y'all to hear me again in case you didn't hear me. I want all my new subscribers to listen to this. What they wanted to do is because they understood, the higher ups and the elites understood that we are too far gone. It didn't matter if it was Kamala Harris or if it was Donald Trump. We are too far gone to salvage what we know as America. So that's why out of nowhere, Kamala Harris gets pushed to the front and they're trying to get this black woman to be the first woman president, a black woman, right? And everybody's eating it up. Everybody is fighting for it. All the black women, they just want it to happen. And I had to be the bearer of bad news. Because imagine if Kamala Harris was in office right now and America is burning. Imagine what they would have been saying about black women. Imagine what these dog fur having Caucasoids would have been saying about black women in positions of power. Black women in positions of duty. You know, you got Kamala Harris, who didn't even know Tupac was dead. Yeah. Kamala Harris didn't even know Tupac Shakur was deceased. Everybody, all black people know Tupac been dead for a long time, but Kamala didn't know that. And she thought that you wash your collard greens in a goddamn bathtub. Imagine if she would have became president and now America is crashing. Imagine, you know, the insults we would have been hearing thrown at black women in power. I told you, you goddamn black. Why would they let this black woman run goddamn America? God damn it, I told you we shouldn't have let this black woman be the president. Look what's happening to America. They would be blaming black women for the fall of this great nation. And see, as black people, we are so excited to be in a position of power that as soon as we see an opportunity, we think all opportunities is good opportunities. We think that all money is good money. So when they pushed Kamala Harris to the front, it wasn't one black woman that said, hold up, this don't feel right. Why is this happening? Out of nowhere, y'all want Kamala to be president of the United States of America? Hold up, something ain't right about this. The reason they wanted Kamala to be the president is because they already knew a year or two ago, this motherfucker about to crash. There is no saving this. Kamala can't save it. Donald Trump can't save it. There is nobody that can keep the veil closed. So why not put a woman, and not just a woman, a black woman as the face? The last face of America burning could be Kamala. Yeah, nasty work. And I had a lot of black women that felt a certain type of way because they couldn't see the grand scheme of this. They couldn't see the big picture. All they wanted was a black woman to be president, and they felt like I was against black women. But see, as a black man, I gotta protect black women regardless if you understand what it is or not. I gotta protect you. I gotta protect black women regardless if you can see the big picture or not. And that's what I did. I stood in front of the bullet because I could see the chess. I can see the chess move 5 or 10 moves ahead, and I saw what they was doing. And again, imagine the insults and the slurs that all of these white people would be saying if Kamala was in office right now. Imagine what they would be saying. Oh, I told you we should have never let those niggers get into office. Obama, he passed the homosexual marriage, and now we got Kamala Harris in office, and look at America. Look at the gas prices. All of these black women want to do is pop pussy with Cardi B and show their moose knuckle. And look at these black women destroying this great nation. I knew it would be nothing better than to put in Donald Trump as president so that a white man could be the face of the downfall of America. A white face, a dog fur Caucasoid having white man could be the reason we all say America is crashing. Not only that, but it would make Caucasian people have to finally look in the mirror. It would make white people finally have to take accountability for their vote and for their actions. And that's exactly what we're seeing happening in America right now. You got all of these dog fur having people that secretly went into the voting booth and voted for Donald Trump, all because they didn't want to see. It wasn't just white people. It was Latinos, it was Mexicans, it was Asians, etc. But the majority of the people that voted for Donald Trump are white people. And now these same white people are having to send their kids off to war. Their kids are getting drafted. Their kids are losing jobs. Their kids can't buy houses. Their kids can't afford gas. When you go on to These YouTube streets, you see white people complaining about the very same person they voted for. Again, understand something. America was going to crash either way. Joe Biden let in millions of illegal immigrants. We've been sold out to Israel for years upon years upon years. It was inevitable that America was going to crash. It was inevitable that this matrix was going to be exposed. Nothing better than it happening with Donald Trump in office. You don't see, listen. You don't see white people talking about Obama. They ain't been talking about Jay-Z. They ain't been talking about black people this and black people that. They are all talking about the very person they voted for. And all we got to do is sit back and say, see, I told you so. Look at that. Look in the mirror. Yeah, look at yourself. You sit around, y'all, we're going to vote for Kamala. We want the first woman president in American history. And then y'all went in that goddamn voting booth and y'all voted for Donald Trump. Y'all voted for that white man. Yeah. I will vote for Donald Trump. I will vote for Donald Trump. Arriba. You remember that, right? You remember. And Donald Trump start deporting your ass, sending your ass to those undisclosed, detention centers. You remember. Now all of a sudden your ass can't go to work in them goddamn orange fields and all that. Yeah, you can't go to work on those construction sites because the very person you voted for is deporting you and your mama. Yeah, they at your school in the morning when you dropping off the babies, putting your ass in handcuffs. They got your ass at the airport crying like a mom. Oh my God, yeah, about to turn your ass into a quesadilla. And nobody can blame black people. For the first time in American history, nobody is blaming us. See? That's why I encouraged people to vote for Trump. That's why I didn't vote for Trump, but I encouraged my people. When I was speaking out in the world and I'm rubbing shoulders with these people, I'm saying, yeah, get Trump in there. Yeah, get Trump in there. Because of my love for black women. They already got enough to say about y'all. Y'all like to get ratchet. Y'all don't really be, y'all get out there in public, you got your ass out. They already say enough about black women. You're getting BBLs, your ass at the rodeo in Houston with your whole ass out. Nobody can't bring their kids around. You're ratchet, your ass getting loud. You're popping pussy on the handstand. You're twerking in the goddamn restaurant. I'm trying to order my goddamn tomahawk steak and you and your friends over there on the table popping ass. Kamala Harris, she doing a world tour with Megan Thee Stallion and Cardi B. It was already a bad look. You know what I mean? God forbid they would have let that lady become president so these white people could throw their goddamn oranges at her and talk crazy. Yeah, man, I could only imagine. I wouldn't be able to stand it. Okay? So I wanted to put that out there just for everybody in the DM, everybody that remember my perspective on the election. Yo, GMB, look at where America's at. Well, this was going to happen anyway. The dog fur sold America out a long time ago. I'm talking Hoover and them boys, George Bush, Bill Clinton. America was sold out in the 80s. America was sold out to China, to China and Israel a long time ago. Kamala Harris was not going to be able to save this matrix. So to have her jump out there into a burning goddamn building, we all know it's about to fall, and act like she could save it and watch her struggle and scrape and scribe and try to figure this out and come up with lies and all this bullshit would have been diabolical. It's a white man in there doing it. Hey, y'all ain't got, you look here, talk, and if you pay attention, matter of fact, I got the goddamn receipts. The dog fur is talking to the guy. They been talking to Donald ass. They've been talking to him. I'm gonna let this man right here talk. He was on his motherfucking bully. I'm gonna let this white man right here talk. This white man right here got a real strong, you know. This white man right here got a real strong, you know, strand of dog fur. I'm gonna just say that. He got a wolfman dog fur. He got a caveman dog fur. Yeah, he got a motherfucking Thanos. Yeah, look like you know, this kind of dog fur right here is a direct descendant of the caveman. But I want you to listen to what he got to say. Listen to what he's saying to Trump. Look at that dog fur right there. That's a caveman right there. That's a goddamn caveman. Oh, yes. Yes. Look at that dog for that luscious. That's luscious dog fur right there. All the way around his mouth. All the way around his head right there. A luscious. Oh. That's a luscious strand of dog. Luscious. That motherfucker direct descendant of the goddamn Neanderthal. That motherfucker's a direct descendant of the goddamn Nephilim. Yeah. You remember the Nephilim, right? Talk to the people, my boy. Look.
They said, we need $200 billion for this war. I said, that's not my war. That's y'all's war. I didn't ask for this. Shit, y'all told us you weren't even going to do this war. And then like, well, it's not a war. It's actually a military excursion. I'm like, no, excursions are for cruise ships. What you're doing is a war. And they're like, oh, it was only supposed to last 3 days. I'm like, well, bitch, it's week 4 of your 3-day war. And now you're asking me for $200 billion. All right? You were out here, told us, how many times did you tell us? How many times did you tell us that we couldn't have hospitals, that we had to shut down schools, that we couldn't have better bridges? We ain't got bridge building money, but we got bridge bombing money? That's what the fuck you telling me? You told me the price was supposed to go down. I know that y'all down there in D.C. don't drive past the pump. I have to go drive past the pump every fucking day. On my fucking commute to my goddamn job. Across rickety-ass bridges that ain't getting fixed. And everything's more fucking expensive. And now you're out here telling me I gotta pay for your fucking war? A war that I didn't fucking want? That y'all told your people you didn't fucking want? And you out here $200 billion? Bitch, you know what we could do with $200 billion? We could go fund the fucking VA. You're out here trying to make more veterans. We're not trying to make more doctors to help the veterans. We already fucking got. Fuck y'all. Now, I want to say something about this man with the dog fur. You see how he talking to Trump? Yeah, he mad at Donald. Oh, Donald, your people is mad at you. You got his motherfucking caveman. He's screaming at the top of his motherfucking lungs. But guess what this caveman did at the voting booth? He voted for Donald Trump. Yeah, you see how mad he is? His motherfucking dog fur is moving. I'm gonna show you his dog fur. That motherfucking dog fur is moving. It's like a goddamn yaki weave. That motherfucker floating in the air like some Indian Remy. Yeah, like an invisible goddamn wig. Yeah, look like one of them invisible goddamn lace fronts you whole be wearing out there in the street with your goddamn, yeah, with your invisible fronts and shit, all that, with the makeup on it and all that. That motherfucker screaming at Donald. But the whole time he snuck in that goddamn voting booth and he voted for Donald Trump. He snuck his big red, his carrot top having ass in that goddamn voting booth, and he voted for Donald Trump. Now he mad at the people.
talking about $200 billion and what we could have did with it and all this, that, and third. Big caveman. Yeah, you a motherfucker. Boy, you a caveman, brother. Respectfully. You ain't got a lick of melanin on your ass. Your ass pale than a motherfucker. You ain't had a haircut. Yeah, I told you, your ass is Sasquatch. I told you before, when the white man don't get a haircut for 5 to 10 years, his motherfucking locks, they start to curling, and the dog fur, the motherfucker get, I'm gonna show you his dog fur. That's damn near a Sasquatch right here, Bigfoot. Screaming like that at Donald Trump. When your Bigfoot ass had a chance to vote somewhere else, you voted for the white man. You voted for your people. You got red hair. Donald Trump got red. You bitches got your gingers. You ginger motherfuckers all stick together, don't you? You a ginger. Donald Trump is a ginger. Yeah, he was doing. He's screaming at the top of his motherfucking lungs, and the whole time he snuck in that voting booth and he checked off for Donald Trump like we don't know what your big ass did when you went in that voting booth. I want you to listen to him for a few more minutes. Let's let my man talk. I want you to watch it. I want you to peep his motherfucking curls. I want you to peep that dog fur as that shit moving. Watch, look. That's a caveman right there. That's a motherfucking Sasquatch. Look at that. Look at how that motherfucking fur came around his mouth and went round top his head right there. Yeah, look how that fur came around his mouth and went round top his motherfucking top right there. That's a whole goddamn Sas. That's Bigfoot. Go ahead and talk to the people, man. Look.
And like, oh, it was only supposed to last 3 days.
Look right here.
Bitch, it's week 4 of your 3-day war.
Look at that motherfucker.
And
look at that.
Asking me for $200 billion.
Look at that motherfucker moving.
You were out here, told us, how many times you tell us?
He got motherfucking mullet. Look at that mullet right there.
We couldn't have hospitals, that we had to shut down schools, that we couldn't have better bridges. We ain't got bridge building money.
Look at that mullet.
Bridge bombing money. That's what the fuck you telling me?
Look at that motherfucker moving right there.
The price was supposed to go down. I know that y'all down there in DC don't drive past the pump. I have to go drive past the pump every fucking day on my fucking commute to my goddamn job. Across rickety ass bridges that ain't getting fixed, and everything's more fucking expensive. And now you're here telling me I gotta pay for your fucking war, a war that I didn't fucking want, that y'all told your people you didn't fucking want. And you out here $200 billion, bitch. You know what we could do with $200 billion? We could go fund the fucking VA. You're out here trying to make more veterans. We're not trying to make more doctors to help the veterans. We already fucking got. Fuck y'all. I'm sick of this shit. They sent that pilled up asshole in his sunglasses and a hat with a chainsaw out there last year. Oh, we gotta doge things. We gotta cut shit. Holocaust Hegstead out here saying we need $200 billion because we gotta protect the protesters over there. Bitch, y'all call the protesters here domestic terrorists. Fuck you.
Boy, what a motherfucking white boy, mad boy. That motherfucking caveman, he hot. He got that extra long mullet. He got that extra long mullet in the back. That's a mullet. That's a motherfucking mullet. That piece right there is an extra long. That's a mullet. That's an extra long mullet. He got in the back right there with that dog fur. He didn't let that motherfucking fur grow out. Smelling like a goddamn sheepdog, a golden retriever, a cane corso. Yeah, you smell like a cane corso in that bathroom. Whole bathroom smell like a SPCA. Euthanized dog in that motherfucking. Yeah. You euthanized dog all in the bathroom. All I'm saying is this. Y'all voted for him. You or your goddamn caveman cousins, y'all went in the voting booth and y'all voted for Donald J. Trump. And don't you ever forget it. Yeah, goddamn golden retriever, a cane corso, a shih tzu, a poodle, yeah, I know all about you. You're full-blown Bigfoot, Sasquatch. Yeah, big salute to that, man. I want to let somebody else, I want to let my man talk. I wanted to get that out there. I never voted for Donald Trump. I didn't vote for nobody, to be honest with you. I didn't vote for Kamala. I didn't vote for Trump. Honestly, we are at the point where you can obviously tell. It is very obvious and it's transparent that you can see right through that both of these factions are evil. Kamala, she might have looked like a black woman, but she's working for evil. Donald Trump, evil. I'm not going to be forced to vote for evil, I'm not voting for no evil. Yeah. You already know I could get biblical with this. I pick a side, man, and I'm on the side of good. I'm never on the side of evil. So even if these reptilians play a mind game on us and make us think that we got to vote for one evil or the other evil, and then I'm not voting for no evil. I'm gonna just stay out of it. I'd rather do that. I'd rather just stay out of it. You know what I'm saying? Kamala was working for evil. Donald Trump, it's obvious who he's working for. The higher ups and the elites are not going to trick me out of position to make me believe that I gotta vote for one or the other when both of them is evil, especially when I know they evil. See, one of the beautiful things about that good book, right, is that, as a man, when you become wise, when you are exposed to the truth, it's up to you to stand on it. If you are oblivious to the truth, you will get a little bit of empathy. You will get some leeway. You might be able to get your way out that situation because the Most High can see what's in your heart. The Most High can see that, he was totally oblivious to whatever this is. But as soon as you know what it is and you still make a decision to play the game, you lost. That's when you walk through the door. So when you are awoke, when you wake up and you can see through the smoke and mirrors and it's obvious, they telling you, listen, man, it's just a less of a, more evil. You just gonna have to, they both evil, but I think, just vote for the less of the evils. And you choose to do it knowing that they both evil. You lost. You walk through the door. You voted for Kamala because you felt like she was a less of an evil than Donald Trump. When at the end of the day, evil is evil. Again, in that good book, it tells you no sin outweighs the other. So there is no evil that outweighs the other. But again, I keep telling y'all, a lot of people, they don't know that book. They don't read that book. They don't get no game from that book. They done shun the truth. They don't want the truth. But again, in that book, it tells you no sin outweighs the other. No sin is heavier than the other. If you are steal and you a lie, you in the same boat as a murderer. If you are steal, you are in the same boat as somebody that'll kill. So if you will pick one evil over the other, the common denominator is evil. Don't you understand that the common denominator is fucking evil? At the end of the day, I understood that the dog fur crashed America out a long time ago. Caucasian people that have been running and, in charge, right? Dealing with them reptilians and X, Y, and Z. They have sold America out years ago. I understood with foresight and chess moves that there was no saving this. Trust me, we already gave the Ukraine $800 billion. We already let in millions and millions of unidentified illegal immigrants. There was nothing that a black woman was going to be able to do to save this matrix. So the last thing we needed to do was let a black woman be the face of this burning ship that's going down. And luckily, right? Luckily, the dog fur people wasn't having it neither. Yeah, white people wasn't having it. Mexicans wasn't having it. Asians wasn't having it. Latinos, they wasn't trying to see no black woman in charge of their money and in charge of their government. So they all secretly voted for Donald Trump. And now they in their goddamn bathroom screaming, shedding dog fur all. Yeah, he probably got red dog fur all over the goddamn sink, red dog fur all over the floor. It's red dog fur all over the toilet, all in the goddamn bathtub. You know, they shed like dog. I call it dog fur. They shed. That shit they got is shed. You get to brushing that motherfucker, it's shed like a goddamn golden retriever. Yeah, Labrador. Yeah, shed like a motherfucker. Shit. Dog, he in there screaming and shaking his mullet around, and it's dog fur everywhere in that motherfucker. All on the goddamn carpet. This is what I knew was gonna happen, and that's why I love it. I love the fact that it ain't an Asian you can blame. It ain't a Mexican in office. It ain't a black person in office. It's a dog fur having Caucasian redhead goddamn carrot top right there in the Oval Office. Yeah. Burning your tax dollars up, got you and your goddamn white ass. You can't find a job just like the black man can't find a job. Your ass is pulled in a motherfucker. You trying to figure out what happened to the white picket fence. Oh, ain't no white picket fences for you no more. Ain't no white picket. It ain't no goddamn American dream. Yeah, you remember the American dream? Yeah. Your people got rid of that. Yeah, motherfucking Joe Biden, Donald Trump, all white people. White people, they just fucked it all up. Oh, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. I can't be mad at you. I'm gonna let my man talk, man, before I get up out of here. Big salute to the chat. Yeah. You know we gonna have some fun with this, man. Hit the subscribe button when y'all come in here. Stop playing. They really playing with my numbers. I ain't gonna lie to you. I cannot lie to you. You know what I mean? They playing with my numbers crazy. They think it's gonna stop me, but it's not. But I will admit that they are definitely playing with our numbers. Let's listen to my man real quick. Talk to the people, my G. Look.
Donald Duck doesn't realize is he's not just damaging America's politics, he's actually damaging white America's reputation around the world. Because for centuries, black folks have been out here trying to clean up that image. We've been the bridge, right? The reason why people in Africa and the Caribbean and South America and even Europe still gave America a chance because they saw us. They saw our soul, they saw our music, they saw our forgiveness and our strength. And they said, if those people can still love America after everything it's done to them, maybe America isn't all that bad. Black people humanized this country, right? We softened how the world saw white people. Through our grace, through our creativity, and our endurance, we made America look civilized. We made it look like progress was possible. But then Trump came along, and he ripped that mask off, right? He's exposing the same hate and the greed and the cruelty that we've been warning about for generations. Now the world sees it, live and unfiltered, the arrogance, the racism, the authoritarianism, all of it on full display. While black people were out here trying to build bridges, Trump's been out here burning them down. While we were trying to heal the image of white America, he's been proving every stereotype right. That power corrupts, that whiteness unchecked turns violent, that America's greatness was built on domination, not democracy. So now the world ain't just looking at us like the victims anymore. They're looking at y'all like the threat. And that's the irony in all of this. For centuries, we've carried the burden of proving America had humanity. Now, Trump's making the world question if it ever did.
I've seen plenty of power banks over my.
Yeah, my man was all white round his mouth and all that. He was quite like white. His motherfucking grays around his mouth. Yeah, it looked like he was dehydrated. You feel me? Salute to him though. I'm gonna let him keep going. You know, I want to speak to that though. Believe it or not, he's right. You know, I always talk about the trip I took to Thailand. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna just finish it out for him because he was white. He was white all about around his mouth right there. I peeped that too. You know what I mean? So when I saw you say that in the chat, I won't mad at you. You know what I mean? I got a couple of little grays as well, but his grays was white round about around his motherfucking mouth. I was about to give him some chapstick, but then I seen it with grays. I was saying, man, you gotta put some cocoa butter on that. You know what I mean? You breaking out all about around your mouth. Yeah. It ain't a good, yeah, whatever. But anyway, what he is saying is right. But I'm gonna tweak it just a little bit, just real quick. Like the world been known what America is. When these other countries talk about America, they talking about white people, dog fur having America. They not talking about us. You understand what I'm saying? So it ain't that they didn't know how it is or they didn't really believe what it was, that how vicious and how crazy, you know, how it's just nasty work. They always knew it. But the reason why they always set back and they kind of like give America a little bit of grace is because of our resilience. That's what I don't think white people understand. Like the world knows we created everything. The world knows that damn near every invention on American soil that makes America America was invented and created by melanated people. The world knows that. It's only white people in America that try to act like that's not what it is, even though we all know what it is. They like ignore it, or they just act like they'll like move by it. They'll skim past it like, but we all know. The only reason why everything has been running the way it's been running and people have actually been allowing, you know, America to kind of move how they move without really just going real all out war is because we over here. We over here. You're like, oh, they have nuclear weapons. We can't let them. You think these people ain't got nukes? You think they could? What is crazy as it is over here with open borders and how America just is slacking. Y'all been slacking for a long time. You think one of these other countries couldn't have got you know, kamikaze bomber over here with a nuclear warhead or something like that and really did some damage? The reason why America has not been touched is not because it's America. It's because we over here. The Most High's chosen people are on this land. We are them. They are us. And just because white people act like they don't know that, don't mean everybody. I'm talking all the way to Russia. Putin, he went into the motherfucking archives and he pulled out those pictures of black people depicted as Jesus and God and all these. I'm talking straight black people. Not, they wasn't Russian black people. They didn't look like Africans. The motherfuckers had beards and all that. They was like, they was us. And Putin was saying, yo, look at this. This is who y'all are. The world know who we are. When I went to Thailand, right, I remember talking to, like, it's white people everywhere. That's one thing I learned when I went to Thailand. I don't care where you go in the world. It's going to be some white people over there stealing culture, living amongst the goddamn natives and shit. We was in Thailand. It wasn't no black people. You couldn't rarely find no black people when we was in Thailand. We was like the only black people, right? But everywhere we went, it was like some white people around. You could be in the goddamn, I'm talking all the way in the woods, in the forest, where the elephants and the tigers was at. You could look down the block and you will see some motherfucking white people with backpacks on living amongst the people, right? So we went on this snorkeling trip and we got to talking to these white, you know, some white people on the boat with us. It was a bunch of people, some white people. It was like, hey, man, you guys, wow, man, where you guys from? And I was, you know, we told them where we was from and all that. And some of them was like, oh, man, yeah, man, you know, we're from Chicago, man. And then there was some other ones that was like from like England and Spain and all that. And they was like, man, how do you guys like it over there, man, with that guy, Donald Trump, who's the president? This is when Donald Trump was like the first time he was the president. It was, and you could tell like they ain't really fuck with us like that. Like that's the first time I realized like them people, but they was rocking with us, But like the other white people that was from Chicago, they wasn't rocking with them. Hey, yo, I'm telling you, like they was talking to us, but like the other people that's from Chicago, they was like saying weird white. You know how white people talk, like when they disrespecting each other is different how we disrespect each other. Like we might be like, you fuck boy, bitch ass nigga, what you talking about? That's how we talk to each other. But like white people will say like oh yeah, right, yeah. And he's your president, and you guys are blah blah blah, and you know, oh wow. Like the way they were saying like, oh wow, was like disrespectful. Like, yeah, you was cool with that, like Donald Trump is okay. It was like, oh wow. It was like, oh shit, they about to fight. Hold up, everybody calm down on the ship. You know what I'm saying? Everybody calm down, please. We don't want no problems. We just some Americans trying to enjoy Thailand. We don't want no problem. They with us. I wanted to tell them white people, hey, listen, please leave them alone. They with us. They from Chicago. I'm gonna speak up for these dog fur having people. Y'all, this dog fur on dog fur violence. We don't want no dog fur on dog fur violence on this boat. Like white people don't talk, they don't curse. They'll say like, oh yeah, wow, and then they'll look at their husband like, wow, oh yeah, yes, yeah. Outside of America, bro, we look crazy. They don't fuck with they laughing at us. We've been in laughing stock for a long time due to you Caucasoid having Caucasoid. Yeah. Appreciate that 5-piece nugget. Exactly. Yes, because they all know who we are. It's just white people over here that try to act like they don't know who we are. The white people over here try to act like they don't know that America is the first land. That America is the real Egypt. Yeah. Like they ain't have goddamn pyramids all up and down the Mississippi River and all that. Like our ancestors ain't got all kind of sphinxes and pyramids and tombs and all that in the Grand Canyon and all that. See, it's only these Caucasoid Neanderthals that try to act like that because really they ain't got nowhere to go. I'm just giving y'all some game. See, the whole reason they came over here is because they was being kicked out of where they was at anyway. Yeah. Christopher Columbus and them boys was having a problem. I want to let this dog for having lady speak one time. We gonna close out. Now, her dog fur is receding just a little bit. It is pulling back just a little bit, but I don't want y'all to focus on that. I want y'all to focus on what she's saying. You know what I mean? And salute to this lady. You know what I mean? That dog fur get to thinning out, man, and it's nasty work. I'm just so happy that I got actual non-ether and I ain't got that dog fur. Because when I was growing up, they made us think that they had good hair and that we ain't have good hair. Whole goddamn time, they ain't even got hair. It's dog fur. Assalamu alaikum, wassalaikum salam, nigga. Talk to the people, baby. Look.
Like, I've met billionaires. It's crazy. Black billionaires at that. My fellow Americans, we need to start getting really comfortable with something that I believe is a fact. And what I'm about to say is going to make a lot of people feel uncomfortable, but that doesn't change the reality of the situation, which is we are the bad guys.
Now, I'm gonna just say this real quick. I think you an alien. I'm gonna let her talk, but I'm gonna say this real fast. I think you might I don't think that's a cave woman. I think you a part of the grays. You got the grays. You a alien. That's an alien. And if you look at the shape of her motherfucking head at the top, it's a dead giveaway that you and Elon Musk, reptilian or alien. I was gonna call your ass a goddamn extraterrestrial. It was an alien. Just like that. Yeah, Stacy Galore. That's her goddamn emoji. Look. Oh yeah, you the goddamn alien, man. Oh, you are alien. Talk to the people.
I want you to sit with that. for a second. We are the bad guys. We have been the bad guys for a very long time. Because that first Thanksgiving was not everybody sitting around and enjoying a happy meal. But as a country, we were more slick about it in the past.
Yes, alien.
And there wasn't social media to spread news of what's going on very quickly.
That bitch,
I was taught the same American exceptionalism that most of you were taught. From kindergarten to 5th grade, every spring concert we sang all the military songs. I still know them by heart. We were taught that this country was so great because we protected everybody else, that we promoted freedom. And as kids, we believed it. Being the defenders of freedom and liberty is not demonstrated by going into other countries, taking over just because we want what they have. It is not pulling out of NATO and aligning ourselves with other authoritarian regimes. I mean, history shows that we have never gone in and occupied a country and left it in a better state than it was when we first went in. We, as in our country, are now openly being bullies. We are taking everyone's lunch money and Pokemon cards because we feel entitled to it. But don't be confused, this isn't a Robin Hood situation. We are not giving that lunch money to other kids who need it. We are simply keeping it for ourselves. They are now floating around the idea of wanting to take over the entire Western Hemisphere. We are the bad guys.
Yeah, I want to stop you right there, man. Yeah. Y'all are, see, again, they like to say we. They like to speak French when it's something like this. When it's time to pass out the goddamn money, they ain't saying we. Yeah. When it's time for reparations and yeah, we need to be goddamn taken care of with that paper that y'all owe us, it ain't we. But when your big head ass goddamn looking, yeah, when your big head ass go, you don't want we, now all of a sudden it's we and CC. Nah. Y'all is the problem. Yeah. The dog fur caucasoid Neanderthal, your ass is the problem. Reptilians and goddamn extraterrestrial aliens on this planet is the problem. Your ass is an alien. Yeah, I would hate for you to headbutt me. Yeah, with a goddamn cranium like that, I would hate to go head to head with your ass. Yeah, bitch, I ain't gonna lie to you, bitch. With a forehead and a cranium like that, bitch, I would hate to go head to head. Yeah, I'm not going head to head with you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm a human. I'm the man. I got a motherfucker. My shit. Nah, bitch. Bitch, your headbutt your motherfucking ass. Yeah. She said headbutt your ass into the Stone Ages. Man, that lady headbutt your ass. You will wake up. It'll be Fred Flintstone, bitch. Yeah, your ass will be kicking rocks. Your ass will be goddamn kicking rocks, man. Look. Look at that motherfucking bitch, goddamn head, bitch. Kick your motherfucking butt, head butt your ass. That motherfucker head butt your ass to the Stone Ages, bitch. Look at that motherfucker goddamn cranium to the top of that motherfucking cranium right there. Respectfully, I'm just being respectful. I'm trying to be respectful, man. Sheesh. I'm trying to listen to your motherfucking ass. The whole time I'm saying to myself, bitch, keep your head out of the way. Bitch, watch out, bitch. Be careful with that motherfucker. The bitch talking, she bobbing the bitch. Well, hold on, bitch. Hold on, man. Watch what you're doing with that motherfucking goddamn. That bitch is dangerous. That's a deadly weapon right there. You got on top of your shoulders, bitch. That's a deadly weapon you got across your goddamn shoulders. I'm sorry. I'm just saying, bitch, you goddamn keep your head to yourself, bitch. You swinging that motherfucker like a bat, like a goddamn Louisville slugger, bitch. I don't want you. I can't go head to head with you. Shit, boy, motherfucking cranium. It ain't we, baby. It's y'all. It ain't we. Oh, we are the problem. We have been stealing lunch money and Pokemon cards for the last 100 years. It's y'all. Y'all the problem, bitch. Leave us out of it. You know what I'm saying? If we ain't spreading out no reparations, I don't want you to say we. You feel me? If we not gonna go get some of that money and spread out some paper to my people, I want the money. We just want money. We don't want nothing else from y'all. We don't need no goddamn kumbaya. We don't want to eat with you. We don't want to sit down at the bar with you. We don't want to do nothing with you. Bitch, until y'all start passing out that money, leave we out your vocabulary, man. Yeah, leave we out your big ass head. We don't say it. Don't let we come out your big ass head again. I respectfully. I don't want you to. Don't involve us in none of it. Every time the money come around, it ain't no we's being said. Ain't nobody saying we, see. Every time the money gets spread around, you motherfucker taking the money, you hiding the money, you stealing the money. Yeah, leave we out your goddamn mouth when it come to us. Don't say we, don't talk to us about that. Don't say it again. I ain't gonna lie to you, bitch. It'd be illegal to have a head that big. Your ass need to, yeah, they need to deport your ass. They need to take your ass into the detention center and see what's really going on inside your motherfucking head. Cause you ain't supposed to be down here. You and Elon Musk is aliens. Y'all motherfucker ain't supposed to be living amongst us. With a head like that, bitch, I would deport. I report your ass to the people, to the ISIS people. Yeah, I tell ISIS we got something going on over there, and please go arrest that, but detain that motherfucker. Get her ass out of here with a motherfucking cranium like that, bitch. They need to detain your ass. I'm sorry, my bad. I ain't say nothing else. All right, let's go to another receipt. We are still in here. I ain't bullshit. Let's go to another receipt. I want to speak to this before we get out of here. Big salute to everybody that's that's in here. Last but not least, man, I want to give a big salute to the military. I want to give a big salute to millennials. The millennials that's in the military. I wanted to make sure that I say this because I called the millennials, I called them weak men the other night on my live stream. There's a lot of people in my DM that felt the way about that. I didn't even notice that I said that, but I did say that. It was in the downloads when I downloaded. A lot of young boys were saying like, damn, GMBTV, why you see the thing is, because I believe that. I believe that strong men make easy times and easy times make weak men. You understand what I'm saying? Weak men create hard times. And weak men create hard times. And hard times create strong men. Strong men then turn around and create easy times. And easy times create weak men. We had it a little harder than y'all. We didn't have this technology. We had to go outside. We had to be involved. We had to be hands-on. We had to go through this shit so that technology and smartphones and, all these different, accesses to technology. We had shit called the encyclopedia. You ever see these you ain't never seen goddamn 40 encyclopedias at your auntie house. Yeah, you ain't never asked your mama a question or asked your daddy a question about something, and they say, go to your Aunt Punchy house. She got some encyclopedias. And you go to your Aunt Punchy house, and she got 40 big-ass encyclopedias over there, and you got the beast going through these motherfuckers trying to read, find out the information. We had it hard. And we created easy times. And easy times make weak men. Now you got Saucy Santana running around with a goddamn full fucking lace front on his goddamn head and a gold tee, and everybody cool with it. Yeah. So I called the millennials weak. I want to also give the millennials some credit and some respect on their strong points, because they was mad at me. And salute to my youngsters. They was upset with me. One of the strong points of the millennials is they have not been fully brainwashed like we was brainwashed. Oh, listen. By the time we knew it, they had us goddamn graduating high school, trying to get goddamn college student loan debt. They had us motherfucking, they got us in the blender. We was in the blender. They got us fucked up. I was hustling and working. I don't even know how to quit a job. I can't do it. But the millennials will literally quit a fucking job right then and there and say, fuck it. They don't give a damn. They don't care about a job. They don't care about 401k. They don't care about Social Security. They don't give a fuck. They'll figure it out. They'll go and goddamn create a OnlyFans or they'll go and become Kai Cenat and stream and make millions of dollars. But one thing they don't give a fuck about is the structure and the matrix. They don't care. My generation, it's hard for us to quit a job. We get a job, we ain't trying to quit that motherfucker. We ain't trying to get fired. When motherfucker get to talking about being an entrepreneur, it's hard. We got this shit. I gotta go to work in the morning, bitch. Entrepreneur, it's different for us. But for them, they got the information and the technology. They've been exposed to some shit. I say all that to say this. A lot of the millennials that are in the military are bucking on the government. They are literally telling Donald Trump and their commander, sergeants, and chiefs they ain't going to war for Israel. They not going over there to die. They not going to war. And they are opting out of the military. Let's look at this receipt, man, and then we're going to get back into it. But big salute to the youngsters. Big salute to the millennials. See how I did that? Y'all was all mad at me. Now I'm going to give y'all some props. Big salute to y'all. Go, talk to the people, my G. Look.
Are not trying to get out of this because they're worried about their own lives, but the lives of people in Iran who did nothing to deserve this. More than any...
Our channel, let's watch.
The majority of our callers are not trying to get out of this because they're worried about their own lives, but the lives of people in Iran who did nothing to deserve this. More than anything, we have been hearing that the U.S. at the Minab Girls' School was the breaking point for them. That's the most common reason we hear for people why they decided to call us. It may surprise a lot of people, but there's a great degree of humanity and compassion among service members in the U.S. military, and they are thinking very hard about what they're willing to be part of, knowing the conduct of the Pentagon leadership and Israeli forces that they're partnered with. Anyone in the military has the right to file for conscientious objection, and once you drop a conscientious objector packet, the process takes several months, but as soon as you declare that you are a conscientious objector, before they even begin to investigate it, your command is obligated to accommodate your beliefs. So anyone who's about to be deployed, they drop that packet, their command is not supposed to deploy them. And so it's a powerful tool that many dozens are either using right now, and many more are inquiring about how they can exercise that right.
So you say you've had a 1,000% increase. What do you think that says about this war?
We're talking to all these people. We're hearing what they say about it and what their family members, many of them desperately calling us, are relaying from their service member loved ones. What they're saying is across the spectrum, they do not see Trump and Hegseth as trustworthy or competent. They see this war as a war of choice that has nothing to do with keeping America safe. Others, as Joe Kent has just said in his resignation, see this as a war for Israel after watching years of Israel carrying out war crimes in Gaza and Lebanon. But most importantly, the number one thing that we hear from callers, the most universal rationale that they are given is that they are disgusted at the suffering on the receiving end in Iran, that they want no part in.
American troops on the way to the Mideast.
Say goodbye to shoulder pain.
The war in Vietnam was impossible to win, but still sent tens of thousands of American soldiers to their deaths. In 1971, the Pentagon Papers were released by whistleblower Daniel Ellsberg. In these papers, it was revealed that although 300 Americans were dying each week in Vietnam, and the government was assuring Americans the war would be over soon, and that they were bringing troops home, it was all a lie. And in fact, over the course of the 20 years of this war, it was revealed that the entire American government infrastructure was lying to the American public. The United States government was creating false narratives about American objectives and progress in Vietnam, stating one week that we were there for democracy, the next week we would be there to stop communism, and claiming over and over that we were winning when the truth was actually that we were losing. Sound familiar? The United States government even manufactured a lie about a false attack by the Vietnamese in the Gulf of Tonkin, which resulted in the passage of the Gulf of Tonkin Resolution, which essentially granted Lyndon B. Johnson the authority to wage war and send American troops into Vietnam. War started by lies? Why does that sound so familiar? And of course, while he was waging war and escalating in Vietnam, he was telling the American public the exact opposite, that he was actually limiting our involvement there. The U.S. wouldn't be getting involved. We wouldn't be sending troops on the ground. And so why did the United States government continue to send men to Vietnam they knew would be coming back in a body bag? because they didn't want to be embarrassed. And the political ramifications for admitting that they got us involved in a decades-long war that resulted in a major loss, where none of the objectives they told us we were there for would actually be accomplished. And so they chose their political careers over the lives of American soldiers. Estimated. They will quit a job. They will absolutely millennial that this government underestimated. They will quit a job. They will absolutely quit a job. They do not care about retirement. And they don't care about what you think when they quit their job. They will literally just flat out say, I'm not doing it. And it's no different when you're in the military, because they said, we no, we going home, and we going home alive. We're not going home in bags. Look, I always knew that, honey, them kids don't play. No, no, no. They say no, we're not doing it.
Deployed to Iran. Soldiers are filing conscientious objections. This is an objection to participate in war in any form. Every soldier has the right to object, and this can be based on religious, ethical, or moral beliefs. It's being said that a lot of soldiers filed their objection after it was found out that it was an American missile that struck an Iranian school, unaliving 150 children. Some soldiers cited they didn't believe that Iran was an imminent threat to the United States when this war was started. Others also cited that they did not want to fight a war for another country. Once a soldier files a conscientious objection, before the investigation even starts, their command is notified and any deployments or assignments must be halted. Now, there is a possibility that their conscientious objection could be rejected, and Donald Trump could pass a law where conscientious objections are not allowed during these times. But what would that say about our country if we would force people to fight for something that they don't believe in?
Conscientious rejections. So, not to make a long story longer, but to make a long story shorter, right? A lot of millennials are putting in these packets. You got to think, right? Imagine this, right? Imagine living this long to find out that all of those wars that we grew up watching and reading about and learning about in school were based off lies. Like, think about how deep and crazy that is. At the thought of all these wars, the Gulf War, right? The war in Afghanistan, right? Desert Storm, all of these wars where all of these men went out there and died, my G. I'm talking these motherfuckers, World War I, World War II, the Vietnam War. These motherfuckers was dying, bro. Like on some wild, nasty shit. Like, like the movie Dead Presidents, where they was out in them goddamn fields and the niggas was chopping shit up. Like, all that was taking place on lies. For us to rewind to present day, where millennials, and again, I see you, Mr. Universe, I'm gonna answer that, but millennials are saying, man, fuck all that. We ain't with that. And they are figuring out ways to not be deployed. They are figuring out ways to not be like the government is literally sending these men, these children, these young men, whatever, right? Over to a war where they are absolutely expecting them to come back in body bags. They've already done the numbers, knowing that if we send 1,000 of these soldiers over there, 800 of them is not coming back. We might have 200 that could get the VA and get some money and get some disability, but 800 of them is not coming back. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like, my people was in the military, you know what I'm saying? Like, Norfolk is a big military town, so you know a lot of people that was in the military that tell you stories. And the number of people that have died in these wars is astronomical. Just to find out that it was a money play, or it was based on a lie, or we went in there for some whole other shit and they told us, oh, the Vietnamese dropped a bomb on Pearl Harbor. China dropped a bomb on Pearl Harbor, so we had to go over there and yeah, come on, my nigga, come on. All that, so you die for nothing. So again, that's why I say big salute to the millennials, because the millennials is saying, man, we ain't with it. And that's one thing that I feel like nobody really speaks about when it comes to the millennials. Y'all a little wild and freaky, you know, you little Easy Verd, you little niggas is real freak. You niggas is a little more freaked out than we ever was, right? But that comes with a certain freedom. See, y'all, the brain, by the time y'all got in school and y'all started moving, y'all is doing school and all that. But then y'all got these phones that y'all in school with. Y'all got these cell phones that y'all in school with. Y'all got access to information while you in school and when you come home from school. Y'all got access to a lot of shit we ain't have access to. So they not really able to bring y'all the first generation that really escaped the extensive brainwashing. I can't lie to you. I was born in the 80s. We got hit with the brainwashing. They brainwashed the shit out of us, man. Respectfully, bro. I mean, even to this day, you know what I'm saying? It's certain things like, God damn, like, I'm powerful. But if I was born in a time where when I was 4 years old, I had a phone in my hand, a tablet, I could sneak off and watch some, man, Chat GBT, it's only gonna get worse. This next generation, like my son, he's 4. His generation that's about to come up, they gonna be way more dangerous. Way more dangerous. They not, man, shit, the whole school system gonna be out the window. These motherfuckers ain't even, they gonna have to find something new. The whole curriculum ain't even gonna work. The curriculum that they using in these schools is not gonna work on these kids. So again, big salute to the millennials, man. That's one thing I can't say about y'all is like, that's one thing I can't say I notice about y'all. Y'all really don't give, I mean, y'all would work a job. Y'all would do y'all thing. Y'all would get some money. Y'all play the game. Y'all play within the matrix. Y'all know what y'all dealing with. But then at the same time, like, y'all don't be giving again, a pension for what? Them niggas be looking like a 401k. What's that for? Yeah, so when you turn 65, them niggas like 65. Yo, the millennials be like 65, nigga. I'm trying to get this shit right now. Yeah, I'm trying to get the money right now, man. What do you mean 65, nigga? 65. Yeah, you know, they just pushed it up to 68. When you turn 68, you're gonna get this money, like $1,300 a month. You know what I'm saying? You can live off it. $1,300 a month, man. Them nigga, millennial motherfucker, man, shit. I seen the young boy, this motherfucking young boy was selling so much goddamn candy. He be having this shit called ham sandwiches. Young boy on the internet. He'll pull out a whole bunch of goddamn money. Look at this ham sandwich. This motherfucker was, I used to sell candy when I was a kid. I don't know how he's selling all this goddamn candy. This motherfucker on the subway. He in front of the grocery store. This motherfucker getting money. Because he don't want to work for no pension. He don't give a fuck about no 401k. He don't give a damn about Social Security. Nigga, for what? Yeah. And to be honest, he's right. Even with that, you realize the older you get how fucking loony that is. Like, who believed in that? Oh, they're gonna have a pension, and when you turn 65, we're gonna give you this money. And nigga, you an old ass nigga. But by the time you turn 65, man, you need to get the money now, man. And you really want to enjoy it. When you turn 65, you ain't doing nothing but getting that money so you can get it to your grandkids and spread out to the family and let them have fun with the money. By the time you 65, man, you try to get some of the money away. You telling your grandkid, come get some of the money. Your son, your daughter, you getting them some money. And you just enjoying your life. Fuck. So salute to the millennials who are opting out of going to war. Yeah, when our grandfathers went to Vietnam, guess what the Vietnamese was telling our grandfathers? Black people, black man, go home. This is not your war. Black man, go home. This is not your fight. That's what the goddamn people, the Viet Cong, that's what they was calling them, the Viet Cong. The Viet Cong was even telling our goddamn grandfathers, Black man, go home. This ain't your fight. We want to go to war with the dog fur. We want to go to war with the white man. The black man, we don't want no problem with you. You can go home, but the white man, your ass ain't going home. We gonna do something to you. Your ass ain't going home. That's what they were saying in the Viet Cong. That's what the Viet Cong was saying. White man, your ass ain't going home. Yeah. Black man. So salute to all the millennials that saying, man, we ain't going over there to goddamn die for Israel. Fuck these niggas, man. Yeah, fuck, man. We ain't, man. Fuck these, man. You do it. Donald Trump, send your son out there. Yeah. Joe Biden's son is in the goddamn Oval Office snorting dope out the bag. And I got to send my son over there to go to war. But you don't want to send Joe Biden's little son over there with his drugs. He a whole drug addict. He don't get to go to war. Yeah, man, fuck all that, man. Put the guns down, tell them motherfucker we ain't doing none of that. We go over there, we just gonna sit over here and take the boat back to the Americas, man. We good. Tell the people we ain't fucking with y'all. We ain't gonna do nothing. Salute to the millennials. hey, Mr. Universe. And nah, I'm gonna say this, Mr. Universe. I wouldn't have survived Jim Crow neither. I ain't that old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for a fact I would have been a runaway slave. You know, I would have been one of them niggas who either was y'all would have had to do something to me, or I was gonna end up north somewhere where I could live free. You know what I'm saying? The Harlem Renaissance and all that. You know what I mean? I could goddamn go to jazz clubs and find me a bad bitch and knock her down and go to goddamn drink some whiskey. I wouldn't have survived. I would have had to get out of there. I'm not staying. Ain't no goddamn way this little ass white man gonna come in here and knock my old lady down in this goddamn slave quarters, nigga. You little small white ass nigga. Shit, hell nah. Hell nah. Hell nah. I would have set you up. I would have caught your ass. You would have did it once or twice. Oh shit. And then I would have caught your ass coming out that motherfucker at night. I would have been ready for you. Yes. That's the last piece of wolf pussy ass whatever got. So I wouldn't have made it neither in that sense. But y'all got a different level of independence, man. And my kids, and like not even my son, just all the looks. If you notice, they be doing a lot of talking about how the kids don't know how to read and the kids ain't listening and the parents need to do better with the kids because they acting up in school. It ain't got nothing to do with the parents. The kids is waking up. Even the little kids right now, they don't give a fuck about reading. Nigga, who want to read? Nigga, I'm not no Englishman. I really don't. For real, let me tell you something. You know what I'm saying? These motherfucking kids are saying, I'm not an Englishman. I don't, man, fuck this shit. They know how to count money. They learn how to count money real young. They in the class, they bored in the motherfucker. That old ass matrix is old, it's outdated. That old curriculum is outdated. It ain't that they not smart. It's that y'all curriculum is bullshit. It's not strong enough to stimulate the mind anymore. Oh, your kids are acting up in class and your kids don't know how to read. And what are you guys? It's not nothing to do with the kids. Your curriculum is bullshit. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? And because your curriculum is bullshit, it's not able to stimulate the mind of these children. That same kid will go on YouTube and repeat a NBA YoungBoy song word for word. That same kid will go on YouTube and find goddamn NLE Chopper and he'll say that motherfucker word for word because y'all it's bullshit what y'all talking about. And you got an NBA YoungBoy worth $200 million. And nigga 22 years old, nigga got more money. Yeah, it ain't a teacher and all you teachers is broke than a motherfucker for we listening to you for. Teacher driving a goddamn 1999 Honda Civic in the goddamn parking lot, an old ass goddamn Toyota Corolla, and you trying to tell me what I need to be doing. Yeah, salute to the millennials, man. Salute to y'all. Y'all definitely got that. You know what I mean? Y'all definitely got that. I'm gonna give y'all that one, boy. Shit. Yeah, all right, man, listen. I don't want to, I can't, listen, I'm brainwashed. I got to keep my motherfucking job. I'm gonna keep my job. I'm gonna get my money on the side. I like to hustle. I'm a hustler. I'm an entrepreneur. You know, the money get good enough. I quit a job. I will quit a job. Yeah, yeah. The paper get right. I get enough where I want it. I quit. But for a long time, I want no nigga who will quit no job now. I'm like your uncle. I'm like your grandpa. Yeah, your grandpop, that nigga gonna work. One thing for sure, too, he got a job. His ass working. Shh. Let me tell you something. If I ain't have a job, I just get up in the morning and go riding around. Bitch, I'm not staying in the house, nigga. Hell nah, bitch. Yeah, hell nah, bitch. I'ma ride around and find some money. I'ma find something to do. Yeah, I get up in the morning and put work clothes on and just go out, get in the car and drive around this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm an old man like that. Yeah, I'm an old motherfucking man, bitch. Listen, I ain't got no job. I'ma just get up in the morning, put my motherfucking work boots on at 7 in the morning and drink some coffee. I'ma get in the car and drive around. This motherfucker drive around to I'm on the other side of town right now. That's just the generation. That's just the generation I come from. You feel me? Guaranteed. Young nigga like you probably gonna hop on the internet. You be done started a goddamn Twitch channel. Your ass will be in the back closet. You ain't got no job. You'd be done got some Twitches. And next thing you know, you got 1 million Twitches. They paying your ass, you rich. I'm get up in the morning. Motherfucker think I'm going to work. They ain't even gonna know. Listen to me. I lose my job. Your ass ain't gonna know. It'd be 6 months. Your ass won't even know I ain't had no job. Been going outside. Been motherfucker go driving around this motherfucker. Got coming in at 7 in the evening. I've been coming in at 6 in the afternoon. Dirty as a motherfucker. You thought I was at work, didn't you? Yeah. I ain't had a job in 6 motherfucking months, but I've been motherfucking shit. Yeah, I ain't had no, yeah. It's time to pay taxes. I ain't got no W-2, bitch. I've been riding around this motherfucker. Riding around and getting it like 2 Chainz. That's the generation I come from, bitch. Yeah, get fired. Don't sweat it. Just get up in the morning, act like you're going to work. Don't tell nobody. Don't come home, tell your wife. Don't be sad. Don't say she gonna say what's wrong with you. Act like everything good, baby. Everything smooth, everything Gucci. Everything good, baby. You look sad. No, I ain't sad. Everything good. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dinner ready? Okay, dinner ready. Okay, baby, I'm gonna cook your dinner. I'm gonna set the alarm clock for you to go to work in the morning, right? Yep. Set the alarm clock for the same time, 7:30. 7:30 in the morning. And knock her back out and go to sleep and sleep like everything good. Get up in the morning. Your ass ain't got no motherfucking job. You about to drive around the city all goddamn. We drive around the city. Hide out. Go hide out some motherfucking way. Go hide out, nigga. Get low. Around 4, 5 o'clock, get in that goddamn midday traffic and come on home like you would drive. You been right up. Work was good, baby. I've been working all day. Yeah. I'm so bullshit. I'm just playing. I'm just bullshit with y'all. Don't do that. Don't do that. Figure it out. Don't do that. Tell your old lady the truth, man. Don't lie to your old lady. I'm bullshit with you. They playing with my numbers, man. I'm about to get up out of here. Big salute to the chat. Yeah, I've been in the gym. I've been working out something crazy. I ate some pizza though. I cheated tonight. I ate some pizza, man. I shouldn't have did it, but I wanted something now. I wanted to eat some bullshit. I ate some pizza. Big salute to the chat, man. Hey, I see a lot of y'all in my DMs in regards to this Jay-Z situation. I guess he had an interview or something like that. I haven't seen it. I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna check it out, and if y'all want me to talk about that, I guess I'll talk about it. I didn't think it was nothing really to talk about. I haven't seen too many people really going in on the Jay-Z joint, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. man, I ate some pizza, man. I ain't gonna bullshit you. I shouldn't have ate that pizza, but it was real good. Now that I ate it, I feel like I shouldn't have ate it, but it's all good. Maybe I guess I'll talk about that maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I got a physical therapy tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about that tomorrow, and then bait the algorithm with that. And I'm sure it'll be something that'll pop up in the algorithm. You know, with everything that's going on with Trump, the government, this war, we'll lock in on that for sure. Oh shit. Oh no, see, Haas don't go live like that no more. What's up with the homie? Nah, I ain't even gonna speak on that. The homie Corey Holcomb be tripping. Yeah, I'ma scroll through the algorithm and see what it do, see what it's looking like, and we'll chop it up, man. That's crazy. You said diabetic? Mr. Universe, you a diabetic? He said, I'm a pre-diabetic. I have to cut out carbs. Yeah, I'm sure I see the homie saying that's it's reversible. Yeah, I'm sure like a diet change would definitely situate that. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. You know, I'm a little bit older. And you go, you know, I went to the dentist one time and they was like, yo, your blood pressure was high. I was like, what? And she was like, I ain't never had no problem like with blood pressure or nothing. And she was like, yeah, your blood pressure. I had to get some dental work done. They got to do your vitals and everything. And then I went and checked my shit and it was kind of high. And it was like, I did some research on it and I had to kind of like change my diet. I started fasting and, you know, like the beetroot drink and all that, the oil and oregano and black seed oil and all of that. I've been using all that. That shit got my shit like nice and level now. But yeah, you know, I think everybody, for the most part, has a piece of that hypertension shit. It's just it's just everything we indulge in. It's really no way around it. That's a whole nother live stream, but there's really no way around not having. It's really a diet thing. You know what I'm saying? But everybody got a touch of it because of the shit that we eat. You know what I mean? It just is what it is. Like, it's terrible. Yeah. You see the file I send you on China Brim, your email? Nah, I didn't. I'm gonna check that out though, cause somebody was talking about China Brim earlier. I didn't get a chance to check my email. Trump got his presidential bunker when everything get left. When everything go left. Nah, I always talk about that bunker shit, man. I always talk about these presidential bunkers and these underground bunkers, and you know, that's a biblical, you know, every stone will be overturned, my G. Ain't no bunker gonna save you. I don't care how deep in the earth I don't care what you do. Ain't no bunker gonna save you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be people that might make it through, but motherfuckers hiding in bunkers and shit like that, they ass is gonna end up cooked in them bunkers. That motherfucker gonna be like an oven. Yeah, it's gonna get in that bunker. You gonna get the clothes in that bunker off, and shit gonna get so hot, your ass gonna bake like a goddamn rotisserie in that bunker. Word. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check it when I'll check it when I get up out of here. But I seen somebody say something about China Brim earlier, and I was like, what? I ain't heard, I ain't seen nothing in the algorithm about it. You know, I ain't seen nothing going on with the homie China, but you know, we'll see. Yeah, that's another thing, yo. The gut, like your gut, man. It's like, that's why I'll be fasting, and then the black seed oil and all that stuff. It really kind of works, but really what I believe niggas got to do, and see, again, that's a whole nother live stream, right? But, you know, like the doctor, like you do your research, doctors, they'll tell you, oh, you need to do like a colon cleansing, or like you need to flush out your, you know, your intestines, your guts, right? at the, after the age of 45. It's like between 45 and 50 is when you really supposed to start doing it. But if you ask me, like I said, everything they say got to be in reverse. I think we should be like looking into getting colon cleansings and, flushing out your gut around like 40, 39, 40. So let's say you got 40 years of eating whatever. You know what I'm saying? We've been eating McDonald's. We was growing up. We was eating Whoppers. We was doing eating all kind of shit, eating candy, X, Y, and Z. They telling you at 50, you need to get your shit checked out. I think at 40, you should get it checked out. 35, you should start flushing out your colon, flushing out your intestines and all of that. That's just what I believe in. And I'm gonna tell you this too. One good colon cleansing, one good, even if you take a pill in it and it like flush your shit out and you just have diarrhea for the next 3 days, you know what I'm saying? That shit is a lifesaver. It's a lifesaver. Yeah, colonoscopy. But see, I don't know. Even like that, it's like they gotta stick their finger in your ass. I just feel like even that, it's like, why is that still that way? With all this technology, right? With all this forward progression, right? With all of these inventions, you mean to tell me y'all ain't figured out how to situate that situation without still putting a finger in your ass, you know what I'm saying? And wiggling, nigga, I feel like them people is weirdos, bro. They ain't right, you know what I'm saying? They ain't right, bro. And I don't know how I feel about the colon, like that part. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do like a colon cleansing. They gotta stick a little tube up there and flush you out and all that. I think I'm with that. But as far as like letting like a doctor put his finger in I'm not with that, bro. I'm good on that. I think I'm good on that, man. I'm Gucci. It is what it is. Yeah, it's just like, for me, it's like that shit weird to me. And I feel like when you know what's going on, it's like these motherfuckers. I'm gonna tell you something, right? Even going to a doctor, everything has changed. This whole matrix has crashed. When I was a kid and I was oblivious to what was going on, when you went to a doctor, you felt like they knew what they was talking about. You felt like they were educated and advanced enough to know way more than you know. You go to a doctor now and you get to looking at these motherfuckers, it's like, I don't know, yo, like that shit don't feel like these niggas know what it's like back in the day when we used to go to school, our teachers seemed like they were smart. Now you look at these teachers and shit, these bitches, like, these teachers ain't really like real, like the old teachers. You know what I mean? It's like these doctors, when I go to a doctor, bro, I always feel like nervous. I feel nervous. Like, I feel like you don't really know what the fuck you talking about. You trying, like, it's money somewhere involved in this. Oh, you have blase blah, and we're going to prescribe you blase blah. What kind of insurance do you have? You have insurance? Kind of medical. Oh, Blue Shield, Blue Cross, Blue Shield. Oh, that's a good insurance. Oh, I'm so glad. So ecstatic that you have insurance. Like, if they really I just feel like they don't know what the fuck they talking about. You know what I'm saying? I'm almost scared of doctors, bro. I just feel nervous around them. Like, them niggas make me feel nervous, you know what I mean? And they supposed to make me feel like they know what they talking about and feel comfortable. I feel like your ass, yo, you ever, I watched a documentary, right? I'm going everywhere, but just listen to me. When we was growing up, when I was young, the whole AIDS epidemic was out, right? And I remember we was scared of that AIDS shit. Like, Eazy-E had AIDS, he died. Goddamn, Magic Johnson had AIDS. Like, it was a whole epidemic on AIDS. And like, as a kid, we was scared of AIDS, man. We was scared than a motherfucker. The last thing you want to do is find out your ass had the AIDS, right? I grow up and watch a documentary on how back in the 90s, in the early and mid 90s, doctors were on purpose and mistakenly giving niggas AIDS. Like, you would go to the doctor, they would hit your ass with a needle that already had the AIDS on it and then tell you you had the AIDS so that you would be able to get, so they could start charging you for the treatment. This is a fact. I can't remember the documentary. I can't remember the name. But I remember watching it. And it blew my mind because I'm so scared. I was so scared of the AIDS. And to think that back in the day, a lot of these people, the mass majority of these people was getting the AIDS from the doctors. Going to the doctor to get checked out. You know, you got the motherfucking flu. You go to the doctor. They say, hey, we're going to hit you with some, this little needle right here. It's going to give you, a flu shot. And then you get the AIDS, bro. And now they got your ass in chemotherapy or whatever the fuck they had your ass paying $100,000 for this service. Your ass die in 6 months. Mad thousands of people got the AIDS directly from the doctor. You see what I'm saying? Like back in the day, we didn't have that information. That's why I say about these new kids, like the information is right there. So it's like, I don't know. It's something, I got something weird with doctors, bro. And I understand it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? They are necessary. But I don't just believe everything a doctor say. I don't believe them niggas. You have stage 4 cancer. You only have 6 months to live. Nigga, you could go fuck with Dr. Sebi for them 6 months and turn that whole shit around. You can go fly out to motherfucking Argentina or Honduras and get with those natural herbalists and turn that shit around in 4 months. You have stage 3, blah, 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 blah. And then you get scared and your mind saying, oh, I'm going to die. And then you really kill yourself because really we create our own reality. And this doctor done told you got 6 months to live and you believe it. So now your body deteriorates because you think you only got 6 months to live. When really all you got to do is cut out all this bullshit ass food for the next 3 months and really detox your body. And you'll fuck around, that shit'll be obsolete. You won't even have it no more. Hypertension, you have stage 4 hypertension. Whole time they feeding your ass honey buns. They putting corn syrup in the shit. You can't even find nothing without no crazy ass ingredients in it. The goddamn water how the fuck water got ingredients? Look at you. Go get your bottled water. Look at the ingredients on that motherfucker. They can give your ass water and it got ingredients in it. Yeah. Yeah. You have stage 4 psychological. Stage 4, you got 90 days. You only got 90 days to live. I'm sorry to tell you. I'm so sorry to give you the bad news. That's why Dr. Sebi ass out of here. Because Dr. Sebi take your ass to Honduras, feed you them goddamn electrolytes and all that natural shit coming out the ground, have you grounding your feet to the ground for 4 hours, eating all goddamn honey bun, all kind of honey and all kind of natural herbalists, and in 4 months your ass ain't even, he's curing motherfuckers of AIDS. Full-blown AIDS. You go out there to Honduras and your ass is cured, and now all of a sudden he get assassinated. Yeah, I don't trust these motherfucking doctors, man. Yeah, then they put your ass on the medication. They don't want you to smoke no weed, but they want you to go to get radiation. They want you to go to chemotherapy and shit, but they don't want you to smoke no weed because the weed now they done got hip. They done poison the weed. The weed got poison in it. I don't trust the weed now. I'm glad I don't smoke marijuana. I feel like they poison the goddamn reefer. Easy. Take it easy now. All right? Take it easy. Yeah, man. Like I said, when I was young, I remember I used to go to the doctor when I was a kid with my mom and shit. And like I always felt, they take your shirt off. They put the little backwards, like the little backward thing on you. Why they give you that? Why your ass and your back out? I just feel like all of them people is weirdos, bro. And we ain't never think, motherfucker, sit your ass on the table. Take your shirt off, young man. You take your shirt off. Put this on right here. Yeah, put your arms. Yeah, tie the little knot in the back right there. Yeah, put your ass out. You got your ass out and your back. Yes, yeah. Turn around. Let me check your back. And you put this telescope on your back. Oh, breathe in. Breathe out. Oh, you sound good. Yes, yes. Let me check your ribs. Everything good right here. But let me poke you. You feel good? And then when you think about it, you be like, this motherfucker was a nah. I'm tripping. Take your shirt off, young man. Yeah, how you doing, Miss GMB? Everything all right? Yes. Young man, take off your shirt right there. Now, I'm gonna give you this. I got a gown for you. Yes, a gown. Why is I'm wearing a motherfucking gown? Don't worry about it. Don't you worry. Take this gown right here. Put it on. Yeah, put this gown on you. Yeah, oh, yeah. It's gonna have your back and your ass out. You don't mind, do you? You know what I mean? Motherfucking doctor get to rubbing his finger. It's gonna have your back and your ass gonna be out. You don't mind, do you? Yeah, we're gonna go. Okay, yes, sir. Yes, sir, little man. Put your back out. Get up on that table there, young brother. Put your gown. You got your gown on? Oh, all right. All right. I just wanted to make sure. How did the gown feel on you? The gown feel good to you? You like it? Yeah, it's a gown. We got yeah, we got the gown for you. Now let me check you out. You said you was feeling a little flustered when you was hot, you had a cold, you was coughing. Go ahead, open your mouth. Let me look up inside your mouth. Stick your tongue out. Let me put this motherfucker right here on your tongue. I can see back there in the back of your mouth. You got that right? Let me see. Oh, I can see back there in your back of your mouth. Oh, okay. All right, let me check your ears out. Let me look into your ears back here. Make sure I get everything into your ears right there. While you got this gown on. You still got the gown on? Okay, let me just check into your ears right there. Oh, okay. I see what's going on. Oh, I see the problem right there. It's right there. Right there in your ear. I can see it. It's right there. It's a problem right there. Listen to me. I got this motherfucking Vicodin I'm gonna hit you with. You ready to take this Vicodin? Give me 2 prescriptions, please. I need a prescription of Vicodin. And I'm gonna give you a prescription of this pink. We got this pink medicine. It tastes like bubble gum. Yeah, we're gonna let you taste it. You remember that? Remember that pink medicine we put in the refrigerator? Tastes like bubble gum. Yes. Yeah, we want you to take 2 teaspoons of this pink bubblegum medicine right here for the neck. Yeah, amoxicillin. Yes, take this amoxicillin. And we'll see you in a couple of months. Yes. Take that amoxicillin down right there. It's going to taste like bubblegum for you. You like bubblegum, little man? Oh, we got candy. We got gowns and candy for you. Make sure you... Yeah, I just feel... As a grown man, it's like, I don't know, man. I ain't putting no motherfucking gown on. What's going on, Mr. GMB? Everything all right? Oh, you a big man now. Oh. Okay, listen to me, GMB TV. Take your shirt off if you don't mind. Would you mind taking your shirt off, brother? So we can check your vitals. Yeah, we gonna check your vitals now. Take your shirt. I'm not taking my goddamn shirt off, man. Why are you rubbing your ear like that? I'm just saying, GMB. I just wanted to see if you was cool with taking off your shirt. Take off your shirt right there so we can go ahead and check your vitals and all. You don't mind if you? We didn't mean nothing by GMB TV. We just wanted to. Would you mind? Would you mind taking your shirt off right there? Just take your shirt off. I'm not taking my motherfucking shirt off, nigga. Yeah, go put the stethoscope on my shirt or not. Yeah, you can hear my goddamn heart beating through my shirt, man. I'm just saying we wanted to see we got a gown. You come to the doctor, you got to put this gown. I'm not putting no motherfucking gown on, nigga. You mean to tell me all these years, y'all still handing out gowns? Y'all ain't figured out how to give a shirt or a sweater? Come on, I'm not wearing no gown with the ass out. I'm all right, man. I ain't doing it, man. Well, listen here. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, baby. You don't mind. Listen, I got to do my job, grown man business. I got to do my business, and you grown man business, and you got to. I need to do my business. I need to take that shirt off. I need you to. Yo, I'm be honest with you. I'm just saying this shit right. When I go to the doctor, I feel like I be being I guess passive aggressive with the doctor, bro. I get to like I be saying slick shit to him. I be talking back to him. I don't like it. Like when they touch me, I be like, don't put your motherfucking hands on me. Put your goddamn cracking hands on me, nigga. Keep your goddamn mittens off me, sweaty ass palms and all that. I don't want you like I want a female doctor. I don't want no man doctor. I'll take I feel more comfortable with a woman. I don't care if she got dog fur or not. If she's a woman, I'm gonna suggest that from now on, from here on out. Yeah, I'm gonna suggest that. I think I'm gonna suggest a woman, a female. I don't want no man around me. Get your motherfucking ass away from me. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, respectfully. Send one of your goddamn your felines in here. Yeah, yeah. Send one of your felines in here. You know what I'm saying? I might be cooperative. Oh man, the motherfucker be moving like yo. I'm telling you, son, the motherfucker. They watch the doctor when you talk to him. The motherfucker get to moving and switching and twitching at the ears, and you know, I'm just saying. I mean, your shirt. If you could just take your shirt off, Mr. GMB TV, please just take your shirt off. Just if you could just take your shirt off, so I could do what I. Yeah, motherfucker. Yeah, I don't want no parts of you, man. Get your. Oh, you've been diagnosed with stage 4. Stage 4. I go on YouTube and figure out and get a cure right on YouTube. Whatever they tell you got, go on YouTube and type this shit in. They're gonna get rid of YouTube one day. If they tell your ass you got hypertension, go on YouTube, type it in, and see what YouTube tell you. I'm just bullshitting with y'all now. Docs, just as wild trust. They're gonna send you home with 20 different diagnoses. Yeah, I believe it, man. It's hard to trust any of them, bro. I believe that though. You right. I'm just saying. I know. I'm more liable to. I don't like that. It didn't. I don't like them niggas, man. They foul, bro. The medical again. Imagine if all this shit really come out, like how diabolical the medical industry is. Big pharma, the things they really do behind closed doors, the people that they could save that they don't. You know what I'm saying? The people they diagnose with cancer. You know, again, I seen a documentary on how doctors will diagnose you with cancer just to get you to start the chemo, and then the chemo kill you. Or the chemo destroys and deteriorates your body so bad that you die from it in due time anyway. And you paying $150,000 for the chemo. Whole time you ain't never have that. You ain't never what they diagnosed you with, you ain't even have it. You just so brainwashed that as soon as a dog fur having person with a goddamn big ass jacket on tell you got something, you just believe it. And there it is. Oh, sorry to announce you have stage 4. Oh, it's almost over. We have chemo. We recommend chemotherapy. We gonna hit your ass with this radiation straight to the head. Pure radiation to your ass, knowing goddamn well all your hair gonna fall out, your eyebrows, everything gonna fall off. We trying to save you. Would you take this? Would you take the radiation? We recommend that you take the radiation. Would you take it? Oh, you would take the yes. What kind of insurance do you got? Blue Cross Blue Shield, perfect. I'm gonna start the radiation as soon as possible, immediately. Don't worry about it. The Blue Cross and Blue Shield, they'll pay the bill, $429,000. Your ass gonna get radiation. We gonna burn your ass up. Oh, you gonna lose 80 pounds. They gonna burn your ass up with this radiation. Oh, we gonna use all this radiation because we trying to kill the cancer. Huh? Whole goddamn time, all you really got to do is just stop eating this bullshit, fast. You know, you go on a 7-day fast, a 14-day fast. That shit will eliminate all cancer cells. Did you know that? Did you know that if you stop eating, your body will eat itself? And the first thing that your body will begin to eat is cancerous and damaging cells in the body. Did you know that? The first thing your body will do is eliminate the cancer, the tumors, and all of that. But you know how hard it is to do that when they got you addicted to the sugar? They got you addicted to the carbs. They got you addicted to all this chemical-laced food they giving us. I mean, you couldn't stop eating for 14 days if you tried, my G. Your ass will start going through withdrawals like you was on heroin. You will start your body will go through sugar withdrawals like you was on heroin. So, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Being as though that I am woke, right? It's just hard to, I don't believe shit no more. It's hard, bro. This shit is hard. It's hard when you living in this matrix and you know what it is. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, ignorance is bliss. When you are ignorant to the fact, it's bliss. It gives you a certain sense of bliss because, you know, you fall right in line and you believe it and you go with the flow. But when you are exposed to the truth, it becomes like, it's hard. Sometimes it's hard. It's all cracked up to be. Everybody want to be woke. Everybody want to know the truth. You know what I mean? But it ain't all, you know, sometimes it ain't all, because again, I go into a doctor's office, nigga, that shit stink. The hospitals stink to me. Everything about a hospital smell like death. Everything about that motherfucker. The room you go in, the bed you lay on, the food they feed you, everything, the air, whatever the fuck kind of air they got pumping through the ACs in that bitch, smell like a motherfucking morgue. It smell like your ass got 48 hours to live. Yeah. Yeah, it feel like your ass got 2 days to go. Your ass out of here. Big salute to the chat, man. We going live tomorrow, man. Big salute to everybody that's in here. They definitely muffling the message. We still gonna get our point across. We done built up a channel to where even if they muffling the message, man, we still, you know, we still do 10,000 views on something. We might do 6,000 views on something. We still get our numbers. But I see a real big difference in the subscribers as well. When I go live, bro, I get 100 subscribers, 50, 60, 70, 200 subscribers every time I go live. These joints, I might get 4 subscribers on a whole live. These niggas is really playing. They really playing with me, but it's all good. We had 59K, you know what I mean? I would have been at like 59K 200, 59,280, 59,400 already. I ain't even at 59,100 yet. These motherfuckers is playing dirty. Live numbers tonight. Yeah, filthy. They did me filthy on the live numbers tonight. Filthy. They did me even, look, check this out. They did me even filthier on the La Russell live last night. You think this live was bad? The one the one I did last night on La Russell and Rock Nation and Jay-Z, that shit did 6,000 views. That shit was terrible. Word. Yeah, they did. It's all good. We gonna force our way back into the algorithm regardless. We gonna force our way back into the algorithm. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. All right? So listen, man, you already know what time it is. It's your boy, Grown Man Business TV. Feel what I'm saying? You already know you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in, man. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man business. I suggest you tap into this Grown Man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight off the brick into the bottles. Straight, raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoating nothing. We not dressing nothing up. I'm only here to give you this game straight, raw, my G. Pure dope. Pure dope. No fentanyl, no baking soda, no quinine. We ain't water whipping this dope. We ain't counter whipping this dope. Straight off the brick into the bottles. All right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Big salute to the chat, man. Mr. Universe, OG Kicks, J Mastermind, what it do? Salute to everybody in here, man. We just doing our thing, having our way. Nobody can, nobody can stop what we got going on. We will be going live tomorrow for sure. And just make sure your notification bells are ringing. Even if your notification bells don't hit, just make sure you're looking for the live stream. Salute to Ace. I see you in the chat. Purple Flowers. Just make sure y'all looking out for the live stream, man. Just, tap in, tap out. Make sure you see that little red circle. You know I'm live. But yeah, they playing with the channel, but that's okay. It's nothing new. I'm not tripping because it's happened before. You know what I'm saying? Occasionally they show me they watching. They show me that they paying attention. They always watching, but they show me. And that's okay. We'll be back in the algorithm, 10, 20, 30, 40,000 views. We'll be back easy. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. You know what I mean? This is a part of this YouTube thing, though, that a lot of y'all creators don't factor this part in. Y'all don't factor this part in. So when y'all start seeing the different in numbers, y'all stop going live. Y'all stop interacting, and then y'all lose. We already in the algorithm, man. We 60,000 strong. Ain't no stopping us, man. All you could do is play around and slow us down a little bit, but ain't no stopping us for sure. All right. So listen, man. Yeah. Salute. Yeah, we'll be live and direct tomorrow for sure. I got physical therapy tomorrow, and then I gotta go to a spinal orthopedic on Thursday. Once everything is once the ink is dry, we will be, I will be updating y'all and bringing y'all up to date on everything I got going on, everything that's happened. And we'll definitely lock in. All right. So you already know what time it is. It's your boy Grown Man Business TV. You already know, man. You could tap in, you could tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. Gang.